ain't cut my hair or nothing. Because I didn't. Somebody like, oh, Lord. I was sitting here looking like, who did it? Was, oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. That bitch look like shit that ain't in it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. No, you didn't. And no, you didn't. Or somebody could be in fucking transaction or some shit like that. Somebody could be mad at a motherfucker because, like, this motherfucker is a villain. I can't stand this. You'll be okay. Get out your feelings. I feel like it's some people that stepping back. It's like, God damn. Lord, Lord, forgive me if I sat here and I had any little bit of negative thought. Lord, please forgive me. Because if it wasn't nothing else that you had to sit there and let me know, and I heard it before, so this one, what I heard before, I started this live, and right what I wrote and what you showed, you right on time. Because at this time, God said, okay, baby, you done already came, you done arrived, and it's nurturing, it's being handled, it's taken care of, okay? The Merkaba, meaning that the angels, the archangels is on the behalf, meaning the ancestors, and calm down ancestors, because it's like, this is even God sitting there talking about, baby, they slighted my baby, okay, baby, I know that, it's that calm down, baby, calm down, I got you, sugar, and that's what it does, okay, Dad, okay, thank you, like, I am so, like, I didn't expect this because it's like I literally had just wrote this nonsense. That's what's like blowing my mind. Like the Most High is taking care of it. You're being nurtured and everything is being handled. So with me in this situation, whatever it is where someone felt like they was about to do something, make a move, it's one of those make your move your best move, baby. God said it's handled. Periwinkle sinner and burnt sinner. Okay, somebody could be sitting there, something about a community center or something like that, and somebody realizing in a situation, because somebody is like, no, they're very pleasant, they're smart. Somebody could be speaking up. Whoever you are, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I mean, people are gonna be who they are, but it's like one of those valuable situations where you learn, where people. My thing is, it's like you can only hope for it. But you know, in the world that we live in right now, it's like it's gonna become quite difficult for people to do that because it was like in while I was writing, I had the right book, 2 pages on the same, like it's in the same book, 2 different pages, right? But the thing of it is, I'm looking this way versus on the page that I needed to be on. And the fact that I wasn't on the page that I needed to be on, I had already started to write. So it's like one of those, where you already start writing something new, but you got to be present in the moment of what it is that you do. And me being like so eager to do something, it allowed me to actually start on the page that I was going to start on anyway. But it was like you're closing out a situation in the right way. You're just getting ahead of yourself type of situation, right? Because I was doing something for 65. Because I want to say it was supposed to be I was on doing 66 when I was supposed to handle 65. And I'm sitting here and like, oh, wow, okay. Like, thank you for showing me how it's doing. Wrong page, but it's the actual right page. But you need to back it up just for a real quick second and don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? It's not like you getting in over your head. It's like head over heart, but it's one of those unite your body and your soul. And most people be like, but I thought it was your head and your heart. Sometimes shit, your head is already in the right place. It's just your heart, and I need your heart to go ahead and get along with it. Or most of the time, often than not, your heart is in the right space, but your body need to go ahead and connect with your soul. And I was like, I got you. I heard you. Because guess what? The beauty of that situation, when you come as you are, everything is always handled. The healing is always going to get where it needs to be, regardless of the situation. Like, people can sit there and do evil shit all day long, but it's just like, breathe, Rita, WWJD. Even though I know I could just, like when you know you are capable of doing something and you don't do it, that discipline level hits different. It hit different. And some people don't really realize it or understand it because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I look like picking fun of a motherfucker who don't get it? That's how I have to look at certain situations. How dare I sure to sit there and pick at a motherfucker who don't get it? But however, at the same time, like motherfucker, just allow them to know it's like looking at the African car where it's the little boy hanging on the tree, and you see the Grim Reaper coming in. It's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you. But the Grim Reaper's like, I ain't gonna touch your little badass. Sit your ass the fuck down now. Like I done said, I done said, set that ass down. I don't. Didn't I already tell you? I done told you to sit down. And in this situation, it's one of those, you better set the fuck down. Because somebody is like, yeah, they might be a whole lot of fucking rough, but they're a sweetheart. Good character, pleasant person. Unite the body and the soul, friendship, goodwill. Like, when you mean well, regardless of how you deliver the message, is going to get delivered. How people receive it, that's simply on them. I'm not responsible for how you feel. I'm not responsible about how you get triggered. Are you learning from it? Are you taking that moment to sit there and say, why am I triggered so fucking bad? If not, you just going to keep repeating shit. That ain't got shit to do with me because shit, all you doing is showing, are you a fan? Because apparently you come here every day to trigger your fucking self to get mad. Apparently you either you're gonna come here to come learn something to grow to do better with your fucking stuff, or you're gonna come here and be the fucking person to trigger the fuck out of yourself. Oh, I'm gonna go back and talk about them. Bitch, all you do is talking about the bad qualities of your fucking self. Talking bad about somebody that know how to accept the qualities. Bitch, I'm juicy, jiggly, and motherfucking happy, at peace, serene, and I can do shit freely. I'm not worried about pleasing your mama, your daddy, this granny, that granny, this place, that place. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. As long as I'm fully aware and in that place in my fucking life where it's like, shit, I'm not intentionally going out of my way to go search you up, look you up, stalk you, do anything, to go out my way in my motherfucking day just to sit there and make somebody feel some type of way. I ain't got to do that shit. They're going to come exactly straight to me. You right here. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. If you're getting triggered versus learning, shit, that sounds like a personal motherfucking problem, honestly. And anybody like, you know, trying to take that situation and, oh, I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Actually, you just using it to hurt your own motherfucking self. Honestly, oh, I'm gonna hack their page and do this. Bitch, all you doing is hurting yourself. You not hurting me at all. I can't get hurt by something that I ain't sitting here doing shit. At any case, this shit is actually more fucking therapeutic than anything. Yeah, somebody, I'm gonna tell you how cold this shit is. When I did this shit, it was 9:24 p.m. I guarantee if somebody go to their text message and the main person that was sitting there talking cash shit, I'm gonna tell you it was somebody talking cash shit and it was telling somebody else in the situation like, how do I resolve this? It was one person over here just still going with some dumb shit. The other group of a person was over here like, how do I resolve this? Can I settle it? Whatever the case may be. Because I know in my situation, it's a lot of shit going on. And when the motherfucking real people come in and do their actual fucking job appropriately, I'm pressing motherfucking charges on everybody. Fuck all that. Oh, that's who it was. I remember seeing them when I went on a walk. I remember when I left my house. So that's who let them motherfuckers in my house. Press charges. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, if somebody didn't do a cell phone call or a text message or a group chat, it was going to be at 9:24, 9:25, 9:27, 9:29 p.m. That they got a phone call. Another person could have got some around 9:30, 9:31, 9:32, 9:33, 9:36, 9:38. And then I got 9:41, 42, and 45. Somebody can check their text messages at the exact time. They either got a text message that was talking shit or looking to resolve it. Those times that I gave in particularly today is exactly what somebody sent the message. Either they were starting shit, talking shit, gossiping, or another person figuring out how they can resolve it. Those times in particular, 9:25, 9:24, 9:25, 9:27, 9:29, 9:30, 9:31, 9:32, 9:33, 9:36, 9:38, 9:41, 42, and 45. If you got messages at the exact time, shit, you might be the person that's gonna be triggered, or you might be the person inspired. It don't really fucking matter to me, because shit, I ain't gotta worry about it. The angels is all over this shit. Somebody's name could be man, somebody's name could be Kel or Kels, somebody's name could be like oh, or part of Yah, something about a mama, somebody's name could be B, somebody's name could be D, or Da, Dee, something like that, or start with an A. So either fucking way that it goes, it's like in this situation, marine affairs, somebody talking about going on boats, cruises, yachts, expeditions. Someone's trying to figure out what type of places they wanted to go. Something about Discovery Coves, you know what I'm saying? Something about seas, overseas, the rivers, coves. Somebody's street or address name could start with Rivers, or someone's last name could be Rivers, Rivera, Riviere. We also got somebody that could stay in the Springs area, Coral Springs, Colorado Springs, certain things like that. Somebody could be a sailor or a part of the fucking Navy, right? So either way that this go, it's like different perspectives, closing out things. Perspective, reversing the thinking, like thinking about something in a better way. Okay, somebody could have went to Aquatica or to an aquarium. All right, we also have someone could deal with epilepsy or seizures or something like that. Vegetation, somebody could be in a vegetated state. You know, somebody could be struggling to tell somebody about this shit, or scared to tell somebody some shit, because guess what? Why would you delay that information to tell somebody about that? A Hispanic male with ties to a circuit court judge, corruption with a family divorce situation. We got another female circuit court, black female family case divorce judge involved in this situation, right? But it's just like, instead of like resolving it, it's like someone wants to keep something going, and it's like, oh, they don't like stop talk about somebody. Like when you reach freedom, New York Cindy, I said Cindy, somebody's name could be Cindy, New York Cindy. So this Cindy could be from New York. I'm hearing Cindy, Lucinda, Cecilia, Cicely, or Cece, or Cynthia. Okay, somebody has ties to New York City boroughs, so that name was meant to come out. So this Cindy I'm speaking of is from New York City, or has ties to New York City. I'm also hearing that they are part of some type of board committee as well. Clemente. A Hispanic government female stalker from New York City that's watching too, that got ties to this judge. That they could literally be placing 20 to life on this person, dealing with an amusement park. I just said Aquatica or something like that. Somebody is like struggling, like how the fuck you supposed to know that? Somebody could have a tattoo of Tree of Life with like their family names on it, or a family tree, or someone could be doing something about family tree, or doing a DNA or something like that. See, has a boating license. A jealous male that's straight line about a situation that they did at a grocery store, or a grocery store manager or a worker is lurking right now. That's a jealous man. They failing to present some type of proof of what it is that they did, but there is proof of them doing something illegally that they shouldn't have done. Owns a franchise or a chain, or located in a state that has a Carl's Jr., or someone's name could be Carl Jr., okay? Or somebody's last name could be like CJ, or name could be CJ, or somebody is a junior, or could have had one. But also stalkers and thieves, so they looking to steal something again. An Arabic male with a circuit court. This person works for, or stalking and lurking because they work with this post office. A dermatologist. Okay. Somebody could also be working with this gynecologist, which leads to, we got a patient resistant to some type of anesthesia or resistant to the mercury that they've been trying to do. Or we also got senna, periwinkle, burnt senna. That's supposed to do a mixture of something that should be affecting someone's digestive system, skin, if not thinking process, nervous system, eyesight, or something like that. Somebody's realizing that it's doing that. This person could be staying at a hotel that got an overview of the parking lot. Okay, they could have ties with a security guard or something like that. Lonely kisses or the chocolate candy kisses. Somebody could be eating those Hershey Kisses candies. Somebody could be near downtown at this time. Somebody may have been parked around down by downtown since like the 30th of the month before. So something about 30 days, or somebody booked a 15 to 30 days stay somewhere. Okay. Christian. They could be saying that they're on a Christian retreat to mark it off on their taxes for their business. A doctor that's part of a surgery team that they could have been having communication today around 9:37 p.m. There was talk and conversation with somebody whose birthday, or they could have been talking with a person since July 21st about this, coming up with a conversation. They could have had breakfast with this person. Hawthorne, California. Somebody's birthday, somebody's last name could be Patel or Patella. Patella, Destiny. So somebody's name could be Destiny, Operation Destiny, Dosage, Anesthesia. Someone's name, a tie with an attorney, Austin, Texas. Somebody's last name, first, middle, or last name is Perry. We got the name Gregory, okay? We got March 6th in the situation. Someone could be also born in 91. Elemental, inorganic, and organic. So someone could have been testing something. Somebody could be near a motor central area. So near car or automotives, where a lot of car lots are. Okay, it's like 3 car lots near where someone is right now. Yeah, we got an anesthesiologist, a surgeon, a nurse, somebody that's a surgical tech. This person could have small dogs. One person is a security guard. Someone's name could be Misty. Somebody has something to do with a nursing home or a hospice or a respite, or work with elders, geriatrics. Okay. Somebody could also be a psychiatrist or psychologist. Somebody is supposed to did something. Oh, somebody did something with paperwork before they did recertification. So somebody put something on paperwork and they hadn't been recertified for whatever it is that they put on the paperwork. So whoever was watching, they couldn't. I'm hearing you hit the needle right on the head. A part of an enforcement team that's very corrupt, okay? So this is a person that was hoping to enforce something. Now, with me knowing that they were hoping to enforce this situation, somebody needed me to go ahead and drop the true definition of whatever it is, because whoever was this psychiatrist or psychologist that was hoping to put something in some documentation, this is what's going to fuck their head up, okay? And for my situation, I'm 100% sure they were trying to go with schizophrenia. So, because I mean, schizophrenia is the only thing that you could probably justify. But the thing is, you will have to show and prove that the person was not capable of paying for it, meaning the person still get their benefits. So that means that person lives alone, they're by themselves, they're not in the same county or state as that person who's trying to claim that that person is not capable of it. So it's going to be a failure. So like I said, whoever is the psychiatrist or psychologist, they were needing to do a recertification and they never did their recertification. It's like they were like either 2 years behind or like 20 days delayed of doing their recertification, or they was like past due or it was expired. So whenever they did like put information in somebody's medical file, their license was expired. So that diagnosis that they end up putting on there is somebody's going to look at the time, the date that they put in something, and if they go back to do a double search on behind someone's certifications or license, it was expired from before they went on ahead and resubmitted something or did an addendum to a file. So anyone that knows that if you do medical, it doesn't matter, any type of job that requires you to have a certifications, a license, especially in the medical field, and it's your license is expired, and then they touch your medical file and they put information on there, and you can go and find out if their license was expired. Shit, you don't even have to do that. You can submit information to the state board, and the state board prints out that information. Shit, if it goes to federal, they'll print that information out, and when they print it out and it shows that it was expired around the time that they did like an addendum, a correction, or they did a submission of certain information about a diagnosis to you, shit, even on a police report, if they're not recertified on certifications on how to handle you in certain cases and stuff like that, your case or your situation could be expunged. Or if you got evidence or proof to put somebody away, like shit, your time that you would have been serving, like you could be ready to do like a life sentence, but they arrest you on the day that they were supposed to get recertified on how to handle you, or conduction or constitutional or certain things like that, or misconduct, and they end up fucking arresting you and they shit is expired, or their precinct is not up to par. They have no business arresting you. A lot of people don't know that. Like, but anyways, back to whoever this expired licensed psychiatrist or psychologist is who was trying to put schizophrenia in somebody's record. Okay, a psychotic mental illness that is characterized by a distorted view of the real world, by greatly reduced ability to carry out one's daily tasks, by abnormal ways of thinking, feeling, perceiving, and behaving. Okay, so that means that person would not be able to think appropriately, meaning they would not be able to make effective sentences. More or less, this would be a person say, even though it's like a form of autism, you know how people are like Sunday to Monday to Tuesday, Sunday to Monday to Tuesday. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is, right? And then it's like that right there could be formulated, but also the thing of it is like, are they really out of it and they're not able to just sit there and snap themselves back into it like, hey, what today is? You know, what's your birthday? You know, and more often than not, they will forget all of those things. Now, that's schizophrenia. Or they'll forget like, hey, that's your mom. Your mom is not a threat. It's not a danger to you, right? To a person who's schizophrenic, they are not going to tell the difference. That's not my mom. It looks like this, right? Or what's another crazy thing? Because it's like I worked in a psych ward before, so it was just like certain shit where they just won't be really coherent. Like they're not coherent. Now, most of the time on their calm days and everything's okay, it will require for you to work with them. You must be in like a really calm spirit or energy, because more or less they more operative off of the energy. So if it's a lot of people coming into work and they're super disgruntled, and a lot of people don't pay attention to that when you work in psych wards or with psych patients, and they really do deal with like psychotic mental illnesses, it's going to be most of the time near full moons, they're going to be up. It's up, okay? It might be a whole lot of days where you're going to have to try to calm them down. If it's not only that, you're going to have days where you're going to come in on the floor, and depending on the medical diagnosis or the mental capacity of the person, you're going to have those days where you're going to come in. And it's not that it's the energy. It might be the people who's working that day. And more often than not, it be some of the motherfuckers that come in here and they be knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that person's going to sit here and try to do this to me. Or it's certain things that's triggered. And instead of those psychiatrists or the psychologists or the people on the floor sitting down and trying to figure out what's the trigger of that person, more or less it'll be a person that come in for work and they disgruntled. They bring in the shit from the outside world into there. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, you do not have no business working in a psych ward, and you're bringing your outside fucking world into there because they're sensitive to that shit. Now, granted, even though that they could be incoherent, because some of them are not incoherent, they really just be having some abilities, and the motherfuckers that they could tell on, they don't want them motherfuckers to tell on, so they keep them doped up. You know what I'm saying? But the other motherfuckers, they really really do be having those mental illnesses. They're really just not there, and it requires a lot of like different type of techniques to work with them. Like you could work with anybody, like you could work with a person that has, like when I say severe, you could work with a fucking sociopath that shit all day fucking life, all the thing they want to do is fucking kill all day. You could work with them. But you have to know their fucking trigger in order to go ahead and get them to calm down. Because other than that, motherfucker, they're going to be ready to maul your ass from here to another motherfucking world that you've never seen before. But for somebody in a situation, they wanted to medically use that. And schizophrenic is a new Latin term. It's also a French term, and it's also a Greek term, which is also a noun, okay? A noun, person, place, or thing, right? Schizophrenia is a noun, okay? If you know what a noun is, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna have to do Webster for some of these motherfuckers, because some of these people just want to insult people's intelligence and just take it to a whole different level. And instead of us trying to take it to that level, let's go ahead and be logical about this point. Because somebody wanted to feel like, oh, you just don't like that person will call you on your bullshit. You don't require you to always have to have a fucking degree. You could be astute. You never heard of a neurodivergent savant? That's the stupidest thing. A noun, that is the name of a subject of a discourse as a person or a place. That shit there, schizophrenia, a psychotic mental illness that's characterized by a distorted view of the world, by a greatly reduced, meaning no capability to carry out one's daily tasks. Your daily task is to make sure you be able to clean up by yourself, take care of yourself, hygiene, cleaning up your home, taking care of bills, handle your responsibilities, have a particular routine, those things are those such, right? Somebody wanted to go ahead and use that, and instead of just like, hey, if we're going to use terminology, let's make sure we use the terminology effectively, right? But somebody didn't want to do that, right? We got something about somebody wanted to utilize astrology, which astrology, if you're not well versed in it, and astrology runs very, very deep. More often than not, people like to use that cafe astro shit. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're using that, you already failed fucking miserably. They can still have control over you and be in tune over you and do those certain things, all right? Also, we got a military sergeant major that's involved in this, that's working with a corrupt Asian male from a circuit court or a circuit court judge. Somebody could be looking into a medical file of someone's lungs, kidneys, respiratories, and reproduction system. Somebody was hoping to use some type of chemical effect, especially with foods. So, you know, with a lot of foods being genetically modified and things like that, that it could have an effect on your system if you already have certain lymphatic type of issues, if you have certain blood conditions, if you have diabetes, if you have asthma. Those are very big triggers, okay? Because I'm getting like somebody is using the experiment from what they did in Wisconsin. They're also doing the Tuskegee effect again in particular communities. I'm also getting the Department of Agriculture has not released certain information that needs to come out. Also, somebody needs to go do some research on the FDA, something that happened 30 days ago, okay? So the FDA could be involved in this situation. So the Department of Agriculture and the FDA, okay? Somebody also wanted to put something into your home. Someone could be a friend, somebody's frat brother. So somebody could be an Omega or something like that, a black frat brother or a fraternity brother who also could be a friend with somebody at the Department of Agriculture, a grocery store, or have chemistry degree, that they could be working on something to like plant something in someone's home. Because I'm getting the DEA, okay? Something about sweeteners or sugars. So somebody wants to plant like a certain amount, like something about 30 kilos or 3 to 30 kilos of cocaine in someone's home. Somebody wants to do that, or someone is searching to do that, to switch up on someone, okay? This frat person could also be tied to a military sergeant major, Okay, somebody could be part of a SWAT team, DEA, ATF. So someone is a little bit corrupt. Okay, they could also, this is like a mixture of a military or fraternity crew. So it's like four of them. They could be also part of an enforcement team of some sort. Okay, but I'm also getting, it's majorly FDA, okay? Because I'm hearing FDA. They could have had a conversation earlier today around 9:09 p.m., 9:10 p.m., 9:11 p.m., or 9:18 a.m. Now, I usually put PM, but it says 9:19 a.m. So they had a conversation way earlier today. Also, someone had a conversation military time at 2000. 2000 will be at 8 p.m. as well. So there's text messages going back and forth with someone. Mimi, or somebody's name could be E, double E, EE. Someone could have a toddler because I'm saying EE. So, you know, little kids, when they still trying to learn how to say E, somebody must have a little kid that could be under the age of 2, or someone could have a disabled child that could say Elohim, El, Miel, something about honey. Or someone could work for the postal company or postal company, postal service. Someone could have allergies or something, because I'm like, why am I stuffy all of a sudden? Someone's nose could be like congested, or someone could be having like runny nose or something. Okay, this could be a female that's part of just covering up this. Okay, so this is a female judge. This is a person that's trying to help somebody from the Department of Homeland Security. Okay, Department of Homeland, a male. Covering a crime for a judge, or a judge covering a crime for the Department of Homeland person that has ties to this military sergeant major. They could be a retired military sergeant major, or they could be working as friends. One of this Asian judge could be friends with a pilot, because somebody could be a pilot. Stolen evidence at a yoga studio. So their folks could be doing yoga. So something about one of their girls or wives, or even them, they could do yoga or Pilates. Okay, so there's something that they could be friends with somebody in the community that they could either do yoga, Pilates, what do you call them? A chiropractic place or a stretch lab. Okay, so somebody could be working with a chiropractor to do this shit too, to hold the evidence. So if it's not at a yoga studio or hot yoga, a Pilates place, a stretching lab, or a chiropractor. Okay, so those are usually those things. So more often than not, when you're stretching the muscles and things like that, you're dealing with chiropractor. Also, you're dealing with someone that could be a physical therapist as well, if not occupational therapy. Also, I'm getting somebody could have, you know, like autism or something like that. ABA, that's what it's called. At Bloom, ABA therapist. Okay, Sheila, Carla, Kiera, Rachel, Natasha, a hospital, false case, stalkers, lurkers, dealing with a judge. So they trying to justify something that they did with this judge. They could have like got in, and they could have had used a friend that they know that is a retired sergeant major to hide the evidence that what their involvement was in this situation. And like I said, they hid the involvement with this person or these people to try to play witness to something or participate in the crime with a person that's either an occupational therapist, physical therapist, a chiropractor, a stretching lab, Pilates, yoga, somebody. I went up there to the Mayweather boxing lab, so somebody could want to like kickbox or something like that, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo or some shit like that. Those could be also places where they hid the stolen evidence is hidden at these places or these people's studios at the back of their office. Okay, they could be like, you got a warrant before you come in here, you got a warrant. Somebody gonna be super aggressive whenever someone get ready to come in. I feel like people gonna already get their, like, I'm getting like somebody in a situation where whatever this bust is, I want to say probe. It's a probe. Whatever this fucking probe is, it's like something is on standby. As soon as somebody get the evidence, and I'm talking about these people are on the light side, more or less they just trying to figure, like, I feel like the people that's on the light side, they just trying to figure out how it is. But more or less, more often than not, if you're a fucking federal agent or you a CIA, you should already know how this shit goes. Shit, the job requires for you. Technically, you don't have to lie. It's just more often than not, shit, you gotta outsmart the motherfuckers. Shit, more often than not, they're not asking the appropriate questions. They don't require you to fucking lie. They're just not asking the appropriate questions. All right, a female judge that accepted sexual favors and trades, hiding a crime for or around somebody who works for a national park or a park ranger. Or somebody could be a military, they could have been a military scout or a military ranger, also tied to a sergeant major, okay, military. Somebody could be Army, Marine, or Navy, okay? I'm not getting much Air Force. Air Force is more the intelligent motherfuckers, okay? Shit, you already know. Shit, go on TikTok, go watch that Nick dude or whatever his name is, and he do all his little funny shit, but real shit, that's usually how it goes. I mean, that's how it is. A pharmacist that's involved in this, okay? Dwayne Reed, so something about pharmacists, CVS. You got Dwayne Reed. Dwayne Reed's is up north in New York. Jersey, I'm pretty sure, possibly Massachusetts and Connecticut. Now, I'm not sure about New Hampshire, Vermont, or anything like that. They could possibly have it in Maryland, Delaware, or Virginia, possibly. Not 100%, but we got CVS in Walgreens. Or for somebody, you know how like they got those small podunk family-owned pharmacy places. Here in Melbourne, they got Browning Pharmacy, okay? So certain things like that. Lucerne, Lucerne. I know that for me to fucking spell this shit out, it's something. County, state, place, first, middle, last name, location, a street, or company. Ultra Vieras. This is something with legal, courthouse, judge. So somebody is trying to keep control over a situation, but the control is already gone. There's major communication. Is this Secretary of State? Is this a governor? Is this a mayor? Like, what is this? Because something, I know where I'm at. It ain't shit you can go convince me other than there's a fucking traffic ring over here with fucking kids in it. I don't like that feeling. Walgreens Pharmacy. It's 2 pharmacies out here. So there could be 2 pharmacists, up to 3 pharmacists around me that's involved in this. They keep trying to do something. Or they looking to plant a certain situation or plant something in someone's home or a food. Something about the 30th. Someone could be between the age of 30 and 41. That could be working with someone. Someone's name is Brian. Also, whatever company Brian, that's Babyface. So someone can have a Babyface, or the music artist Babyface, or Brian McKnight. Whatever company they're in, because I know Babyface has his own record company, but whoever Brian McKnight was under, something is going to also happen at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m. Someone is doing something illegally. Synthesis. Also, a surgical tech team is doing something that they have no business doing. A surgical tech could have ties to a LA Fitness gym, or they could have a membership at this gym. Somebody did something 30 days ago. Crazy. Cut the deck. LA Fitness gym. So there's a LA Fitness gym near a Walgreens pharmacy. So this LA Fitness near a Walgreens pharmacy, or this LA Fitness is going to be right next to a pharmacy company. Whatever this LA Fitness is near, this is where the crime is. It could be Dwayne Reed, but if there's a LA Fitness gym near a pharmacy, this has ties to a district attorney of the state, a male watching 3 miles away from a work or a home or where someone works or where someone's doing this, okay? So whoever, damn, I'm hearing somebody made the worst mistake of their goddamn life, because it's like, ain't no way you gonna know this. Well, shit, the facts of the matter is this. Welcome to the facts of life. Someone is over here by that damn 7-Eleven and that Sonics. Because I want to say Sonics, and then it's like either Sitco or 7-Eleven. Across the street is the Walgreens are right there at the corner, because then you got the Eastern University, and then you got that, and then you got the fire station. So somebody is literally right there right now. Okay. The male watching this 3 miles away, work or home. So fire station, a lab technician at a hospital. They could be trying to prepare to set up, or a female be taken, or to label this person as an escort or a stripper. A jealous father figure of a daughter. So this person could be in the city. So somebody's father is in the area. A father figure that sleeps with children or someone's friends. Someone sleeps with kids. So they want this shit to go away. So it's just like, no sir. No motherfucker, keep your fuck ass on, Patrick Monique Luther. You are disgusting. And you here with your brother or something like that, this dude gets weirder by the second. That motherfucker took that shit personal when I tell that nigga straight to his face, nigga, you weird. Because he's weird. A military federal lab tech. So we got 2 lab techs. Lab techs in the hospital, because it's like, I mean, I also hear somebody say, damn, I didn't know you moved like that, though. Like, somebody is looking at the situation, so you willing to set somebody up that fucking cold to just get away with some shit like this over somebody's fucking money? This shit is for the backfire on a group of people. Let's see. The NRA group. So this is like somebody, the military federal lab technician that could work with the NRA group. So weapons. So somebody was part of a weapons squadron, or 11 Bravo, 11 Bang Bang. So Ordnance, Rakistan, Fort Campbell. I got a Fort Campbell group. We got Fort Bragg in the building. We got Fort Gordon, which is out there like Savannah, Georgia. We got Patrick Air Force Base. Who else we got in the building? Tip Mountain. That's Watertown, New York. Who else we got? Dix, New Jersey. Fort Dix. We got Fort Riley in the building. We got Fort Hood. What do we want? If we got Parris Island, that's a Marine. Okay. Air Assault. Airborne. Ooh. All right. Body of a person set up by a female escort, lab tech. So someone works with, someone you work with is sleeping with your partner or a relative 3 days ago. So someone who could keep watching me or something like that. Somebody work on a clothing line, or someone try to start some type of clothing logo or something back on July 5th. So somebody July 5th, July 10th, something at a work, or somebody's sleeping with somebody from your work, or they sleeping with someone at their work, okay? And it's somebody that y'all communicate with often. 3 days ago, confirmation. I didn't mean to burp on y'all like that, especially if you're part of NRA. But there's a jealous father. Somebody's trying to help somebody do something. They keep trying to say that they're their father or some weird shit. Okay, somebody's going along with it. All right, to the good judge that's in good standing, please be very, very careful. I'm not going to mention your nationality or anything like that, because it's somebody here in the good old boys. A Hispanic female that was taking a kickback at your part of immigration, you might want to be super, super fucking careful. A male watcher for a family and corrupt group, see how much you know. That's a police officer or a sheriff. I don't know what's the nationality of this police officer or a sheriff in somebody's fucking family, but if you're a Hispanic female judge, somebody for to do some crazy ass shit to you. Especially if they're figuring out either you or them that's been messing with somebody else's fucking relative, and it comes with this shit. And it's not like y'all meeting up at the swingers club or some shit like this, or y'all not communicating about this shit and it's extracurriculars. You're about to find out. A city official currently watching right now that's in cahoots with this police officer and sheriff, a corrupt group. See how much you know. It's plenty of much, but I know I'm only allowed to touch on the surface level of the situation versus the in-depth of the situation. Shit, if I was anybody, shit, I'll be sitting here turning, it ain't even fucking turning fed shit. It's either you or me shit. Either, you know, eat or get eaten type shit. Oh, bitch, I know I was sleeping with you and I was fucking the shit out of you, and bitch, you acting cuckoo, but shit, I'm finna make sure I take your ass down, make sure hey, you ain't finna get me. Shit, motherfucker, I know I was on probation, but bitch, you ain't finna use my probation as no motherfucking lie. If anything, like I said, shit. Y'all motherfuckers out here, you sitting here acting off in some shit and some bullshit, and it's a motherfucking female cop or a male cop trying to hold some shit over you, talking about, I know you on parole and I know you on probation. Nigga, I know you over here fucking with a felon. So how we doing this, motherfucker? Because if you try to kill me, well, all they're going to think of is a felon shit. Even a fucking felon can change their life only if they got the right fucking people in their goddamn life. It required them to have the right fucking people in their goddamn corner. And if I wanted to and I do fucking better shit, I'll get more fucking dirt on you. The more you keep on coming over here fucking on me, shit, I'm fit to find out all your goddamn prowess. All your little motherfucking keeks and your deepest motherfucking fantasies. Oh yeah, you like these type of men. Oh, you like this type of women. Oh, you like this type of shit, motherfucker. I'm fit to get your ass real good. Whoever this airline pilot is, it's somebody that's in here like, on a good official side, like, shit, you need to get their ass real fucking good. You gotta always catch their stupid ass in the act. Because more often than not, you gotta pay attention to humanistic behavior. Some people will take what I'm saying as erratic, but the smart person who's actually in good brains or using their brain efficiently and effectively, you will see the use of what the fuck it is that I'm saying. Because other than that, shit, what's the most they want to do? Oh, we got to control. We got to make sure that they don't say anything. We're going to hack their account and make sure that their views don't go anywhere. We're going to only make sure that the 30 of us that's stalking and harassing the fuck out of her, that when somebody goes to this video and they see it was only 30 people and you hired the right computer technician person to look into the account of who was the 30 people that was watching this person thing, because regardless if you put that fucking account and they work for YouTube or they are a really good hacker or work for cybersecurity, they can go ahead and take the videos of this and look at who are the 30 people watching from your bullshit fucking counts or your fake counts that you're making. They can reverse the IP address. They can see the VPN, DSN. More often than not, whether you're hijacking my fucking, if you hijacking my damn internet, you got to be within 50 feet of me. And with you being 50 feet, that means either you're next door to me, on my left or my right. And regardless of what the fuck it is, now we can pinpoint exactly what it is, because if she's streaming live and she got this in her hand, there's no fucking way that she's going to be able to sit here and hack herself. Also, if she lives by herself and she doesn't have anybody living with her, 100% says, hey, who's around her doing this shit? So somebody's not fucking using this right here. Somebody is acting out of emotion. When you're not acting, when you're using emotion, you're not thinking logical. Someone thinking they thinking logical, we're stronger in numbers. Actually, you're more stupid in numbers, because the more stupid you are in numbers, and if this is an open probe, it's an open case, and just because you feel like you have all these people, because of course, if I'm part of the team, I got to make sure you feel comfortable and safe and you don't put up your guard. And, you know, we got to all trust each other if we want this shit to work, right? Who's to say that you're not supposed to trust me? Right? Met at a hotel. Somebody been meeting at a hotel between 5 and 8 a.m. or p.m. These are people that don't think. Like they're acting out of emotion. Some of these people come from Commonwealth states and territories. We got Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Puerto Rico, and the Northern Mariana Islands. Okay, the U.S. tains ultimate authority, mutual agreement, compact within the U.S. federal government. Okay. Somebody could have tried to reach out to the people in Europe. We got the apartheid crew, and then everybody know about the apartheid, you know. You know what comes along with the apartheid. Somebody wasn't fucking thinking. They was not thinking when they did this. A Patriot, somebody could be a Patriots fan, okay? Due to money ties, was due to money ties. So we got institutions, commonwealth situations, we got federal people, we got executive government people, and monarchy, okay? Direct representatives involved in this situation. In order for it to function, to execute this situation, we got judicial people, governor, we got civil service in this, regalia, okay? Rule of law. So someone wanted to avoid rule of the law, wanted to be above the law. A female judge covering this crime for this female nurse practitioner to unalive, kidnap someone and frame them due to the stolen money that they stole. Okay. So whoever this female judge is that's trying to cover up this crime for this nurse practitioner, who they are the main ones that had these conversations between 9 p.m. and currently. Also, someone could have had a conversation earlier today around 11 a.m. Okay, another conversation was during lunchtime, or they could have met up during lunch to avoid having conversations on the phone. Someone may have tried to put like their phone at the bottom of their purse or something like that, not realizing that it actually recorded, and it didn't know that somebody picked up a conversation that they had while they were out at lunch. Okay. They definitely got fucking recorded. Okay, someone frequents, these are people that frequent certain things or frequent certain places near a person or whoever it is that they're looking to make a victim. A lot of people are doing certain things to Serta, light-skinned female from Colombia with the FedEx mail driver. So these two could be working together to get less time, or these two were the people working with this nurse practitioner. But hey, out of those three, they fit to switch up on one another to get lesser time or get out of this crime. Someone watches and screenshots and screams at the phone all day. So whoever this male FedEx driver, light-skinned female from Colombia, que puta, y por qué le dice? But I like her hair color. Hey, it just is what it is. It's stupid. Like, stop with the stupid insults and you like the motherfucker at the same time. Like, the stupidness of these people. What else do we have? A female judge covering a crime for a prison personnel, a warden, corrections officer, or an old inmate. So this light-skinned female that's from Colombia has ties to this female judge that's helping, or this judge is helping this light-skinned Colombian person who has a person in prison or something like that. Prison poisoning. So somebody's trying to get somebody poisoned inside the prison. Prison personnel, a warden, and corrections officer that could be working together with a FedEx officer to get someone poisoned that's on the inside of the jailhouse. So somebody gonna be moved before this shit happen. The person, whoever these people are trying to do this shit, like, I'm hearing somebody fit to get caught up. We got VFW, they probably just pulled out. They're like, fuck this shit. A corrupt black judge that works with juvenile cases, okay, that took a kickback and a bribe. I'm hearing at a local circuit, so something is very local. A Bell's bombing, working with a correction officer in the county. So the local county, so whatever county you are currently in, this county person took this Bell's bondsman working with this correction officer and the judge. They are taking a kickback. If there's a Colombian inmate or somebody that has a juvenile case or work for FedEx, they're working together. This is also could be concerning a nurse practitioner, okay? But somebody do have somebody that is either in Alcatraz, they could be from Colombia themselves, okay? They could also have an open pending case with juvenile case, okay? So it's just like, which way you want me to go ahead and do this shit? Okay, like they could be always on the news or always trying to be on the news about certain shit that they got going. and it's a false police report that they made up to 5 times or with a group of people. One of them could be a maid or be working as a maid or a housekeeper at a hotel, motel, or something at a luxury resort. Somebody's lurking. Somebody could be working for lurking. Somebody did this shit for a Birkin bag, okay? Somebody could have recently purchased a Birkin bag. A female from Spain. So a Spanish female that could be from Spain made a false police report 5 times. They could have did that around 3 to 7 p.m. today, 4 p.m. or at 6 p.m. So 3, 4, 6, or 7 p.m. The Spanish female made a phone call. They could have been working with a bail bondsman because somebody could be trying to figure out how they can like get somebody falsely accused or falsely arrested. Okay. If not, it's like trying to get them to like lure them in, check the abandoned cars in a junkyard. So they could have been leaving evidence, or there's evidence in the car of them carrying the drugs to put something in someone's home. Or someone could be planning to try to drug somebody or run into somebody like, girl, like, let us hang out. Like, this is like them trying to use Issa to come in and be like, girl, how you doing? Like, nah, bruh, that shit ain't gonna work. Light-skinned Colombian female, they could have they could have been a juvenile, so they could have asked them to do this. Like, they could be trying to get like their brother, their uncle, or a relative, or a father, or a boyfriend out. This FedEx mail driver. They could be like screen recording, okay? Somebody could also be watching from like a Samsung TV. What is that called? An LG TV, trying to screen record or stream it. Okay, somebody could have a Microsoft type of laptop or something, or tablet. Somebody has the Microsoft tablet, the newer version, which holds a lot more compact, like as if you were a gamer. So somebody could be like a computer gamer instead of like the video console gamer. Somebody could be a tablet gamer. They can game on that tablet or the computer desktop. The VFW. Somebody keep asking, like, am I a cop? Fuck no. A female watching from their church or from the VFW. Veterans of foreign wars. Or they could be taking care of an elder or something, a light-skinned female that's Cuban. So somebody could be Cuban from a church. Trying to plan it to be, okay, so if you around somebody that's a light-skinned female Cuban, or a female from a church that could be working with someone from the VFW, or they could be plotting towards another veteran or a foreign war, or they could have been having like war between their countries, or, nationality beef, trying to be taken, kidnapped, or set up by a friend or an enemy, or they could be trying to be like, they're an enemy to me. These are like goofy ass females that'll get their husbands to try to do some vigilante shit. Like, they're talking about me, they're doing this, but it's like, bitch, I gotta know that you exist. I'm just the messenger to give out the messages. So shit, they could not be doing it to me. They could be doing it to those who genuinely need the help, and you're just not speaking the fuck up, which you should. Because the most cowardly thing that a person could do is try to sit there and set you up behind your motherfucking back. I can respect the motherfucker who try to set that shit up in front of my face. Like, bitch, I got a problem with you. You can always respect that. That's why I said, I want to say that girl was like Mexican, Guatemalan, or Salvador, or whatever. That English shit, I can respect that, bitch. Bitch, I don't like you. You don't like me. Shit, I respect that shit. At least I know for a fucking fact, like, hey, shit, you try to pull some shit, I know it's coming from you, because at least we both know each other. We don't like each other. Now, anybody else trying to fake pretend like they cool with you and then start some shit, that's when the problem come in, because shit. But now, for me, like, personally, I just take that shit like we beefing anyway. But it's about the money, right? Because for these motherfuckers, shit, Spanish bitches don't really get the move unless it's about some goddamn money, and especially if they a spoiled little bitch and they ain't really about shit and ain't got much motherfucking creativity. Them black bitches too, especially if they're an escort or fake pretend trying to be Christian. Because if you Christian and you doing some shit like this, bitch, you work for the devil, okay? Trying to call me evil, you already doing the evil work for me, okay? You knocking on the devil's door for me to reveal the bullshit you into anyway. So a win is a win. This is like somebody that do have somebody that work with in a junkyard. They could be friends with each other, so they trying to take each other out, so don't nobody tell on each other. So we got 3 Spanish women. One could be from Spain, one could be from Cuba, and one could be the one that goes to the church. And they could be a veteran. Somebody could have a junkyard person, but they trying to either set them up to get them go there and make a false police report or get somebody locked up based off some bullshit that they did. It's like, come on, hang out with us. Let's go have dinner or some shit like that. That was like for me when I said that, K-Dot would send me the message. I was like, nah, I'm cool off of that. I already knew that was like, that's collateral, baby. I'm cool. But I want to say like her wife or whatever does computer work too. She does IT work. The girl where I was braiding her son, she do IT work. She was Dominican. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the shit starts to catch up. Shit, Jose, I want to say he do cyber shit on the side too. A missing child that's alive between the age of 12 and 18 years old. They're just being trafficked right now. A body or a person done, or somebody's trying to take somebody out. Somebody's op. Somebody's trying to set somebody up to be taken out by an op. Old street beef or bad business, or someone's trying to make up that somebody did bad business, or somebody's trying to make it seem like somebody did something to their kids or teenagers, or bring up something that they did between the age of 12 and 18 years old. Or in my situation, between the age of 12 and 18, that's when the trafficking started happening heavily, but they was doing that shit since I was way younger than that. Okay. Around 12 and 18, a friend of me, I don't do friends. Veronica was doing that shit too, like, bitch, count your days, oh. It just is what it is. Shit happen, you forgive, but you don't forget. A male watching from another state that's in their car. Shit, I've been there, that shit be hard. Somebody, if you are sitting in your car that's watching from a car in another place, or you're being trafficked, or a kid of yours is being trafficked, somebody you dealt with taken, kidnapped, set up by a friend or an enemy. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on, especially if it's tied to a junkyard, or you the person at the junkyard and y'all got somebody in their car or some shit like that. Somebody could be trying to set up for your kid to be trafficked, or set you up with an op or something with bad business. Okay, you can also work for the VFW, or you could be a veteran. Okay, because the VFW is for veterans, war vets. Something about the South Side. Somebody's name could be Lloyd, Lorena, Rena, Renee. If those names hit you somewhere, hey, y'all might choose what side you on. They ain't got shit to do with me. The north side of town, or North Street, a location, or somebody gonna be planning to take somebody, and this person could be on the north side of town of where you are located, North Street or some shit like that, and then they planning to get you kidnapped to take you to a junkyard, or cause you to get caught up in a shootout, or get confused and be like, hey, a drug deal goes wrong type shit. Somebody might want to be correct. Knighton, okay? Somebody could be on the north side of town. Somebody's trying to set some shit up in the worst way, and they want to dump the body in the junkyard, okay? Somebody gonna kidnap a child between the age of 12 and 18 as collateral, just to see if they can like pull a power move. Like, that shit ain't gonna, a real motherfucker, it ain't gonna prove shit. All it's gonna prove how fucking stupid you are. Because once that shit is said and done, you took that shit too far, and especially fucking with somebody's kids, that shit come back on you one way or another. Whether that person go ahead and seek revenge or don't seek revenge, that shit gonna come back on you. And then you took the opportunity to get that kid trafficked. Somebody's on the north side. A female judge covering up the crime for this female psychologist or psychiatrist, which I already had said, which is on the north side, on the North Street, downtown or something like that. Their license was expired whenever they did an addendum or put in information in somebody's medical record. So that's why they attempted to cover up this crime, because they know whatever somebody did, they were not qualified or licensed. These are also people that try to do something with a power of attorney to cover up a DCF or a CPS crime. Because I mean, you do the crime, you got to do the time. Somebody, once you get the information about who these people are, press charges. They should have just came to you straight up and just gave you the paperwork, instead of them trying to Like for me, they keep sitting here allowing the people from the leasing office, that damn bitch Vicky Murray, and then you got Sandy. Sandy gave herself away whenever she allowed them motherfuckers to do that shit. All money ain't good money, and then certain people's money that you touching, shit, you got to be mindful about that. Gives access and ventures, truth and justice, protection from enemies who try to steal your money, and then they sit here still trying to fuck with my Navy Federal shit. Now that made them look at it deeper. Intellectual richness. It requires you to be stupid to not know how this game go. What's up, Peaches from Virginia? Because somebody was like, she ain't gonna remember us from Virginia Beach. Yeah, because shit, I remember Rita's twin. And it's like, oh, I was just trying to play. No, you shouldn't have fucking played. Everybody can't play with everybody. I don't like this shit. That's the stupidest shit that I've ever seen people fucking pull. And it's like, she ain't gonna remember it. I could pretend like I don't remember it. Because somebody was like, shit, you was in it for the long haul. I'm in it for the long haul. Right along with y'all motherfuckers. Shit, I love justice when it's done right. I love it when it's even better when you ain't even got to put your hands on motherfucker. A male stalker, lurker, and a harasser that's a court official that's tied up with this DCF CPS stuff. This is also some shit that they could have did from Clarksville, Tennessee, all the way down over here. So this shit is making it even better. So federal cases is beautiful. Because the only place that I would have had a court was Orlando, Orange County, or Osceola. Those are only two. But shit, I didn't do anything illegal. And then the other beauty part of this shit, Montgomery County, okay? Because my attorney, he was covered for Osceola and Orange. So the beauty of it is, you know where it's coming from. Ain't no secret to that shit. But we could keep doing this under abstination doctrine. A dark-skinned female, Brazilian and Portuguese that wanted to just not take the liability because they, you know, of the case of the liability of what happened with my son. So this shit is backdating. Dayton or Dante. Somebody could also be an orthodontist that got involved in it. Which my orthodontist was on the west side, so Orlando. So whenever I was getting ready to do that, yeah. Southwest of town, location or street, venue, judicial discretion, a couple waiting on a legal adoption for a baby boy. Whoever, this dark-skinned female, Brazilian, Portuguese, because it's like, didn't you say that they should be giving birth any day now? Or around August 14th or the 4th or something like that? Didn't you say that that's when they were supposed to give? Baby, listen. Somebody's literally trying to clock something. So it's like, well, we'll keep delaying this and delaying this. Delias, Delani, or Delinas, Delias, Delia, Delilah. Okay, corrupt white male circuit court judge that's working with this dark-skinned female Brazilian Portuguese. That's also is getting Novaya, Novinha or something like that. So it's definitely Brazilian. But she's an adult film star or something like that. A male hacker paid by the state officials to screen record now and mirror the phone. So they're doing this right now. For this judge that's in a female same-sex marriage, a corrupt situation to take a kickback and a bribe to cover up for this black and dark-skinned male stalker, single, straight. Okay. This person does something with computers. A North Mexican female. So this judge could be married to, this female judge could be married to somebody that's from North Mexico. Works with chemicals, so they could work at a chemical plant. A female judge covering up a crime for a male relative that works at this chemical plant. Also, I'm hearing pesticides, pool cleaning services, pest control. Okay, somebody works independent. Somebody was like, how are you getting all this information for this shit? But okay, so something that somebody could be, okay, so this shit is working benefitly. So it's a benefit. Somebody's also discovering something as well. Somebody's going to do something. I'm getting literally someone is waiting for somebody to make a move. Somebody's name could be Wida, Weida, Wida. Yo, who did I look up today? I want to say he works in the government position. Let me see. Did I screenshot that shit? If I did, let me see if I did. I did. This motherfucker right here, if he do not have a fucking sociopath look on his goddamn face, bro, like this motherfucker look like a fucking predator. Like no bullshit, that motherfucker look like a fucking predator. Like he gives me the like one of those the ick vibe where it'll be the motherfucker that'll be your neighbor. If he don't sit there and be like a motherfucker that try to kidnap a motherfucker and do some weird shit, if not, it'd be the motherfucking person that if you got a property from him, he'll have cameras in the house. And as he's watching you, and then you, soon as you leave, I want to brush your teeth. I want to do this to you. If not, he give me like the creep vibe that he would mess on like little kids. He give me that motherfucking vibe. It's like a cringe type of thing. Like, ugh, like motherfucker, what do you do behind like when you off the work? And then it's like, it also give me like this motherfucker got a bravado. He got like short man syndrome. Like his Peter Whacker might be small. So he always try to do like pull rank and be like, do you know what type of job I have? Who gives a fuck, bro? Hey, calm your little short ass down. Like motherfucker, your length of your penile is not big enough for the way that you acting. Slow the fuck down. Shit. Even then, shit, a third baby leg sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It can, I'm listening when a real woman is in a room. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody just don't get that concept. A jealous mother figure. Somebody's mom is jealous of their son because they get healthy relationships. Like, I got over here, got all these people to work for you and help you, and you want to go back to that? Like, wow. Why don't you go be with this person? Because it seemed like it do better over here. Go be with this girl or go be with that boy. I'd rather you go be with somebody else. Somebody straight up tell somebody they rather their son be fucking gay than go back to somebody else and go completely straight or some shit like that. Some weird ass shit. That's crazy in a motherfucker. Or this would be a motherfucker that don't mind for them to get involved in other bullshit than be with somebody that they want to be with. Like, that's crazy. Somebody could feel like somebody got bewitched. Shit, he got into something he did that was the best he ever fucking had in his life, or just the first time doing something right. A male truck driver, a Texas. So we got Texas and Mississippi crew, fake church folks, fake Hebrew Israelites, fake family, getting involved in this interlocutory injunction, FRC, 4F2A. Okay, this is for the judges. They know what to do with that already. I feel like they got some crazy shit in fucking place because I feel like these people had to come together or have a conversation about a situation. Let me put this over here. We got this Hispanic judge that they part of criminal judge. We got a male criminal judge and a female criminal judge. One is a white male, and then we got a Hispanic female. That's part of the criminal law court. So they do criminal law, so they could be criminal lawyers or do criminal cases on their dockets. Okay, they could be also helping some people from Texas or Mississippi, or they can be consorting or consulting or working with their people that are from Texas and Mississippi to cause something or to talk with someone about how they're going to keep doing something in a particular way. Because I feel like insanity is not doing it. Sitting there trying to falsely accuse or get somebody falsely arrested or pulled over is not working. Okay. We had somebody that's a Gemini from Virginia, a hitman crew, a one person. Somebody could be a DJ or somebody's name is DJ. Okay. DJ was one of them kids that Patrick was trying to claim as one of his. He was like biracial or some shit like that. He was trying to use him. He was like, I thought that was my son. Like, motherfucker, you can't even have no motherfucking kids. And the ones you did, you don't even like them. Shit, he was sitting there sleeping with Monisha. He slept with Natalia. Shit, Natalia was sitting there getting touched on from Patrick for a long ass fucking time. Like, why would you put your hands on somebody you love? Like, I didn't get that part. And it's like, shit, then you let your sister do it. And then it's like, where do y'all get off on thinking that shit is healthy to, like, manhandle someone just to talk to prove, get your point across? Like, that's not healthy. A female judge covering up a crime for a female relative from Virginia. Okay, somebody could have been trying to send something about their court case between 4:23 a.m. Okay, 4:20 a.m. and 4:40 a.m. Text messages or phone calls, sting operation, unlawful abuse, cover-ups, justice, liberty, and truth. Somebody's crimes came to the surface. Somebody's birthday could be between May 24th to May 28th, or crimes that they hope to have covered up or started to cover up around May 24th to 28th. May ba el Hill. Okay, crimes of April 2nd, June 13th, August 24th, November 4th, and January 15th, abuse of power, exposing lying groups of law and legal teams. Okay, somebody is going to be able to reveal that. It's going to be proven. Somebody's going to do something. So I'm hearing they're going to make this move, and whatever move they're going to make towards someone. For somebody, it's like somebody be feeling like somebody ain't know nobody and that nobody is watching, or ain't nobody going to help somebody. And they're in for a major rude awakening. Somebody could keep allowing people to stay in a particular place, and whatever place they is, that's the place that's on lockdown. It's just, let's see how many people they're going to have to keep playing with this shit. And I'm getting it. As soon as somebody get ready to do something, it's going to be like, boom. Something is for to take off. I don't know. And I know what it's going to look like, but it's going to look bad. But I feel like somebody going to end up going to get something to eat, something to drink, or something like that. Whatever this couple is, like, these are the people on the harsher end of this situation that's trying to get away with unaliving somebody. They're going to go off to go get something to eat, but I feel like they got to go pick up something, either some chemicals, tape, ropes. Somebody might end up go pick up bullets. Somebody might pick up some knives. Somebody might end up ordering some shit from fucking Amazon themselves. And whatever the fuck it is, as soon as they get ready, like, I'm getting somebody has transportation. They got their own personal transportation, whether it's rented or their own shit. And as soon as they get ready to go, they're going to be arrested. Like, they waiting on them. Like, they've been tracking the phone calls. They also watching them. Like, if with my shit being hacked, it's showing and proving the point. Like, every time I'm getting off the live, it's an hour live. You mean to tell me it's only like 11 to 30 fucking people? No, you're controlling that shit. But the same way you're controlling it, the same way those people are watching it. The more controlled it is, the more eyes you're going to have on it. That's the beauty of it. A dark-skinned female, dark-skinned American female, black American female. A male judge covering a crime for a park ranger. Medical research hospital in the location. So they could have been talking to them around 4 a.m. hoping that something went off or happened around 11 a.m., 7 p.m., or 11 p.m. So somebody could have been having conversations with them in hopes that something that they can get away with. We got Gracefield, Florida crew that end up hiring some false legal people, but I feel like these legal people could have been able to use the information for a case that they have going on. But whoever are the people in the Gracefield situation that was doing shit to me, they already got themselves caught up. Whatever this medical research hospital and something with a location. Okay, the female judge that's covering up the crime with the court clerk, admin, female personnel. They're looking into them. Okay, grandparents stole money from a grandchild. My money got stolen from my papa. So I feel like earlier today, whenever I had posted that stuff, like, somebody could have hired either a Cuban, Spanish, Portuguese, Colombian, Haitian, or a French person to do or a Native American person to do dream state stuff. And the more that they keep doing it, it's like revealing more of the crimes that not only happen to me, but the crimes that they participate in as well. Okay, this is all it's doing is opening up more intel and details about these people of what they're doing. Okay, someone keep talking about, well, my dad ain't gonna let that happen. My dad ain't gonna let that happen. And her dad is one of the fucking biggest fucking crime fucking lords, because it's like, this is my little light skin, my little red baby, and I'm gonna do everything for my little red baby. And it's like, my little light bright baby. Somebody like, yeah, okay. Yeah, your dad ain't gonna let them. My dad gonna always provide. My dad gonna always come through. You right. So you don't have to do prostitution no more. Like, somebody keep on feeling like it's doing that shit. Alpharetta, Georgia. Someone keeps trying to come up with their own slur or some shit like that. Like other people are going to want to bite that. I feel like it's weird. Because whatever this like tone is that tone effect is weird. A charity foundation front is being found out. The judges 1441A, okay, artful pleading, sua sponte, okay. So for the good standing folks that's looking into or doing whatever it is that you have to do, because I feel like y'all got your own team, which is beautiful. Okay, we got another good person coming in. I feel like there's a lot of people switching sides in this situation. Very subtle, a Hispanic stalking female from a hair salon or a hair worker or hair salon owner. A lymphatic clinic. This is also someone saying, I did not know that these people were related to that person. That's like Ingrid finding out Ethan was related to this shit in a heavy fucking way. Like, oh, but that was the person who brought it to me. I should have known. It's like, you just not figuring that shit out. You didn't realize this shit went way deeper than just taking that money just to be quiet and just to do part of the clinical research of where you got from this dark-skinned Puerto Rican female to get involved in this shit. This shit went way deeper. And somebody realizing like, what the fuck? Okay, we got public accommodations. Okay, religious use. I said religious loose. Religious loose. You know I go to church on Sundays. And you know, this is that motherfucker where I try to tell her, hey, lose little Rita over to get your ass on me. She fit to get your ass right along with the baby mama. And right along with whoever else, your little Bronx little lover, down low lover. They getting that when they found the other one on the east side. Like the motherfucker probably going through a lot of shit. It's like, oh, you want to go fuck with Issa? Issa easy. Everybody can hit that. As long as she like you, she giving it up. Somebody like, God damn, what the fuck? Shit, you stupid. I don't want it, baby. Shit, don't come over here stalking me and shit. You fuck with Nicole before you sit there and mess with Leona. Yeah, Nicole is a fed. She was a bartender, and you had that baby with that girl to try to keep quiet with it. It's just like, oh, wait a minute, but that ain't really yours. Or is it? And it's like, I'm trying to keep hidden shit. And you gonna believe that she was a child, okay? That girl was barely over the age of what, 8, 10 years old or some shit like that? Because I'm trying to think, how old was Nicole? Nicole was about 8 years old or something like that. But it's like, shit, they had it. Who did Sheila not have over control with Beacon Hill? And then they had to use Kiera to go ahead and do this shit. And then Rachel over the fucking time. Like, these a lot of motherfuckers that's going to get locked up right along with them. Because shit, the craziest shit is to stalk somebody who don't want shit to do with you. And then to claim you don't know where they at, but you sent somebody to send a text message talking about, reach out to your mama, let her know you okay. But if you knew where I was, how the fuck that bitch didn't know? Logic will say, Archangel Michael, thank you. Archangel Michael said, back off of it, baby. I got you, okay? They're going to be looking into the mustard seed program, federal funding, workforce funding, innovation programs, Michigan Department of Corrections. Somebody could have sent in information on that people or the people who works there that could also have ties to Veterans Affairs of Fort Campbell. Somebody getting, listen, a lot of fucking people getting hemmed up. Y'all should have fucking backed off of that. And then y'all still try to have people to mess with my Veterans Affairs check, the Excel spreadsheet. Somebody could be a 42 Alpha. And somebody was like, how they knew all of this stuff? They went all the way back to fucking Fort Jackson and Fort Lee. Coming over here messing with me. And I know the one NCO that had the braces, I want to say her name was like Morse or something like that. That bitch could not stand me. And I knew all the way up until this point, it was going to eventually come to some shit like this. Somebody like, I thought she would have forgot about all of that. And one of the NCOs that was there in the military, she was related to Michelle. And it was like, I didn't know, but I knew. It was like, damn, they look just alike. It's like, what? Oh my gosh. They knew. And they also knew, like, she good at fucking combatives. She just needed to learn how to contain her motherfucking anger. It was that shit. And I remember choosing the biggest motherfucker in there because I had some shit to sort out, okay? Plan to pay a hitman today. A part of the Gridiron League. So somebody was trying to get somebody that was, like, super, super fit or lift weights or some shit like that to like do intimidation or something like that. But somebody's part of the Gridiron League. Gridiron League. I said leg. Oh, today was, I guess today was leg day. Somebody's name could be Lang. Last name Lang, Lang. Or Lou, Lui, or Liu, however you spell it. Something about leg day. So somebody could have been trying to hire somebody that is the day they hire them, something about leg day, the gym. A female prostitute, a Brazilian female prostitute. I feel like this is a female or a transsexual person that's trying to hire someone from a gym. Jimmy or Jaime, Willie, Wally, Walter, Calvin, Katrina or something like that. Meredith, Mariana, Suleika, some shit like that. Whoever it is trying to pay a hitman, something about a gym, gridiron. Somebody could be trying to get back into fitness or physical fitness or something like that. But they could also be into like doing back page, OnlyFans or something like that. Like they do like pictures of them in like the fitness little outfits with the bras and the shorts or something like that, or they do gym videos of them. Somebody be doing it, and they got a big old thing too. It'd be a trans or something like that. Yep. It was one where I caught that dude looking like that, and I was like, oh, you in today? Why you making fun of me, motherfucker? If you gay, just say that. Like, why the fuck you fucking with me? Like, that should be annoying. Ain't no judgment shit. They got a big thing though. But I won't be fucking with you. You shouldn't have lied in the fucking first place. Shit, if that's just what it is, that's just what it is. A body, a person done or taken by a sibling. Somebody's sibling is setting them up. A female Brazilian prostitute or somebody part of a gridiron league could be trying to be done or taken. Or somebody could have a sibling that's trying to set them up by this Brazilian prostitute. This Brazilian prostitute likes to do strangulation, especially to women. So it could be a female prostitute or transsexual that they could pass as a female. If you're not paying attention, you won't know that it's not a female, but it looks like a female. You can tell you how you want it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not trying to be politically correct. Or somebody could be like real tall. It's a tall ass fucking female. A male Brazilian stalker that's part of the pest control. Okay, they could have been paid by a sibling to be either to unalive you or to take you or to set you up. Okay. A plastic surgeon. Somebody could also be trying to plan to kidnap somebody and get them to have plastic surgery so no one would know who they are. Like, okay, they made a payment plan to do something. For somebody, it could either work in your benefit or it could be working in a certain different type of situation. It just depends on what it is. Or one of these people could be trying to do this setup and pay this hitman, pay for a hitman today, or stalk somebody or get somebody to do something because this was part of them getting their plastic surgery done. So like I said, somebody could be a female Brazilian prostitute or a transsexual that wants to be a woman. And them being a part of this situation is going to allow them to pay for their plastic surgery that they want. Okay. So somebody could have tried to help somebody set somebody up so they can get the money to, like, if you gonna want the money to get your surgery done, shit, you gotta help me get this bitch down and stuff like that. So somebody could have won, the reconstructive surgery. So this was going to be part of the plan to set somebody up or, stop them and pretend to be friends or, meet up at a gym or something like that. Somebody could have want to try to meet up at a gym or try to pretend like they met you. Like, oh, I've been watching you for like the last few weeks or 10 days or 30 days. Somebody was going to be planning to wait and be like, yeah, somebody was going to wait about 2 to 3 weeks into a situation. And then like somebody really be like planning this shit. It's like, well, shit, we could fall back and wait and we're going to uh rent us the apartment for the next 30 days. We're gonna fall back from her for a few days, and then when we fall back, allow her to get her routine going, and we can figure out where she gonna go. If she gonna be walking, if she gonna come to one of our gyms, because she got the membership about our gym. So I know she want to go work out, because I heard her talk out loud that she want to go work out or some shit like that. And then I'm pretending I could come in and act like I want to be her friend or some shit like that, because because somebody could be like, she into that fitness shit. She into that whatever, you know what I'm saying? She ain't going to know that I sent you in or whatever. She ain't going to know that we together. So whenever you stalk her or whatever, and I will send you over in the neighborhood, she ain't going to know that you over there. Okay? California, Arizona, Connecticut, Nevada, New Jersey, Maine, New Mexico, New York, Guam, Taiwan, and Vietnam. Okay? We got Russia, Sweden, Italy, Australia, Rome, United Kingdom, Japan, China, Korea. Okay. So these are people that, working together, but whoever it is, it's like whoever this person is, this Brazilian person, Hispanic person, this male Brazilian pest control gridiron person is, because it's like somebody knows that somebody's into fitness. So somebody was like, shit, we'll pay for our stay for like the next 2 weeks or 30 days for somebody. They wanted to have somebody pay for their stay for the next 2 months. And then they try to come in and talk to somebody. And then once they do that or whatever, they're saying they'll still get, like I'm hearing somebody, every time that they get closer to the person, they will receive payments towards their plastic surgery. And then once somebody feel like they close enough where it's like, okay, you got to get her to invite you into the home or something like that. And then once you do that, you know what I'm saying, either you're going to kidnap her or you're going to take her, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody is really trying to coach these motherfuckers. It's like a sibling. It could be a female sibling too. For somebody, you could be from Brazil, or you could have Brazilian blood and you don't know it. Okay. But somebody is doing this because they want the payment to be able to do this shit. Okay, they want their plastic surgery paid for because somebody's shit is on payment. Because I feel like the plastic surgery could be damn near like a lot. Some of these people could be split up in groups to pay for this stuff, because I feel like it's whatever this is, it's like a funding that they have to use a front shop about this situation. Stolen money, investments, transfers. So these could have been people helping them do transfers with money and stuff like that, with a bank account. Somebody could also work at a hair salon, a tanning booth, or a tanning shop. Somebody could also be like, selling them hair strips, whatever. Or somebody could be in hair school. Somebody's name could be Angel or Angela or Angelina or Angelica. Somebody could drive cabs. Somebody could be working for dispatch. Somebody do OnlyFans back page or whatever. It could be an escort worker. Somebody could also have ties to a bank. Okay? Somebody could be an investor. Somebody's name is Sylvia, Sylvester, Selena's. That's Selena's Puerto Rico. That's not Crash, but what was the name of that one? A female watching and lurking from their work office, or someone works the night shift, or somebody works at a strip club, or work night shift at a hospital or a police department. Michelle. Someone could be a senior or a junior. Someone could be a merchant, politician, something about sugar, rum, or slaves, or a company. Somebody could do photography. Somebody's last name could be Singleton. Okay, we got the name Paul. Somebody could be a brigade general. Somebody could be a graduate from Harvard. Somebody work at a chapel, Christ Church. Somebody could be a colonel. Somebody could be from Massachusetts. Okay, somebody took an oath. Somebody's definitely from Massachusetts because it's on here twice. Okay, governor's council. So someone could be under the governor's council. Councilman. So watching and working. Somebody could be working overtime, or somebody could be looking into the case or trying to work overtime to figure out something of how they can get out of something. Pest control. Whoever this pest control person is, they must be very, very close. Okay, somebody scattered something in a home or in the crevices or something. Whoever the pest control owner or worker is someone who's screen recording. Also, they could be into hacking. They could also be on the black webs. They could be screaming at their phone right now. They could be part of who could have got paid from this female nurse practitioner who paid them to unalive or kidnap you and frame you so they could keep this money. Whoever this pest control person is, they could be from Massachusetts and working with this woman. They could have told them or offered them between $550,000 to $1 million. They were promised this, okay, to do an unaliving or kidnap you. Okay, they could have got, they got advice from this female nurse practitioner. Like, they really just trying to get this done and over with so nobody would know that they were involved in this. Especially the judge, a female judge covering up a crime for a male relative. And then the dark-skinned female, or somebody wants to be a female Brazilian or Portuguese to try to take on somebody's baby. Like, somebody want to take on somebody's baby or child, so they needed to try to make somebody seem like they was psychologically not sound of a sound mind. They could have been trying to work with the VFW or Veterans Affairs. Someone keeps trying to feel like they ain't gonna know that it was us. I didn't know that they was gonna know you came from California. You know, we met up here in Philly. We was doing this and we doing that. Like, motherfucker, you dirty. Whoever that is, they dirty. Like I said, but it's part of the scams and stuff like that. They do it for insurance. They'll do this shit for illegal adoptions. Some of these people that do get involved, they'll do it for, surgery money. If they want plastic surgery, they want hormones. Some of them do it because they need the insurance and stuff like that. Because it says plastic surgery on the payment plan. Okay, this was a conversation, or they will be having a conversation between 3:51 to 3:57 a.m. Okay, it could actually start having this conversation about 3:40. Okay, March 31st, June 11th, August 22nd, November 2nd, January 13th. Okay, is when a sibling got involved with this situation with this Brazilian prostitute, this male Brazilian stalker of pest control, this gym person that's part of the Gridiron League that was planning to pay the hitman today, or they needed to pay the hitman today. Somebody had to do something with the expenses or they stuff like that, so they could have been like something about the VA. So they could have been working with the VA. Somebody could have been trying to call somebody and they wasn't answering the phone, or it was going to voicemail, or somebody gonna call somebody and that shit ain't gonna be working. Because whatever it is, somebody could be getting caught. A pregnant police officer that lives in a gated community, they could have just recently moved to a gated community or rented a place in a gated community because they feel like somebody would catch on to what it is. Somebody could be offered a position to work over somebody could be working with the governor over fucking police stations, water company. Somebody will be working the investigation unit. Somebody gonna be fed. Somebody, shit, you go fed, motherfucker. Just don't be dealing with nobody at that point. Shit, life gonna be life. Shit, what's her name? Olivia. It's always a damn Olivia. Olivia Pope. You got Olivia Benson. She decided to be single. You hear me? Ain't shit wrong with being single. Motherfuckers will try to make you feel bad being a single parent. Shit, motherfucker, you actually do a lot fucking better. Because shit, the last thing you want to do is a motherfucker that ain't about shit. Someone's close is helping a person in jail to set you up or told. Okay? A frequent flyer program. So someone could be part of a frequent flyer program. This is also somebody that wanted to do something to some water. So whoever could have just recently got pregnant or something. Somebody could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces season was back in what, February. We are now in Cancer season. Scorpio season is going to be up soon. That's what, October, November. Someone close is helping a person in jail to set you up, or they trying to tell. Somebody could be trying to tell on somebody to get them set up, okay, and put in jail. So they could be somebody that could be pregnant from, somebody is pregnant from somebody else, whoever they want to keep in their goddamn pocket. This is where I was saying there are some females. Females do this more often than it is men, unless they're a man that's like, you know, scared to come out the closet, and they got you know, gay lovers that they be, you know, dealing with, because some of them, they be loving them some motherfucking thugs for some reason, and or to want to be pretend play thugs. And when they do this shit, more often than not, when they feel like, oh, you getting too close to this woman, you ain't answer the phone when I'm calling you. Like, you know what I'm saying? The ones that be want to act like a female whenever they win a band, but then they got to be overly, you know, they overcompensate, talking about I'm a man whenever they in a relationship, or they treat their women like shit, or not attentive to their family that they created, shit like that. Whoever it is, right, is given like a police officer. Shit, a police officer could have got their wife pregnant or something. She worked for the water company or some shit like that. And then they could be trying to set up like somebody, they could be a swinger couple, and they're getting somebody that is locked up, or someone locked up. They trying to get them set up where they can get hurt or some shit like that. But then they trying to move to a gated community because they feel like whatever it is, they can end up getting hurt from this bullshit. Because it's like somebody lied and they're not able to back up whatever fucking lie they told somebody to, or a group of people to get involved in this. Somebody could be trying to catch a flight, or they always on flights or some shit like that. But the thing of it is, shit, I take flights, but it's on my own fucking expense. Ain't no man ever paid for nothing, or somebody lied about some shit. Like, see, people paying like shit. I pay for my own shit. I'll be damned if anybody try to pay. So, I'm gonna get you flued out. Y'all getting flued out, not the other way around. Somebody is finding out that somebody is not able to back up some lies, and somebody realizing somebody don't know someone. This person is 7 days post operation. Whoever this frequent flyer is, this person that was oh shit, somebody was supposed to be pregnant, or they could have had a C-section or some shit like that. Frequent flyers, someone close is helping a person in jail to set you up or towed. Someone's like, shit, I'd rather you be over here locked up than go. I'm telling you, somebody's in a situation where even if it's a group of men wanted to help somebody or do something for someone, they would rather for these people to get locked up than trying to help somebody because they lied so much. Somebody lied on a person that could have been beneficial to something. They didn't like that. A congressman. Somebody could have needed a surgery for that, like they colon or something. Something about 6 a.m., 6:05 a.m. Leah, V. Something about Yahweh. O, double O. Oxtomy or some shit like that. Somebody had a double O. Somebody is trying to force a surgery on somebody's body. That is reproduction violation. Okay, somebody's trying to get somebody's ovaries removed. Somebody is evil. Like, if we could get them in here and we could get them to do some type of surgery, I'll remove them. It's like, yeah, let's tell them we'll do a surgery, and then I'll remove. Somebody is fucking diabolical. Go to hell. These people will go. I feel like these people will be in prison. If not, they're gonna play with their life before this shit happen. Somebody want to play like it's Game of Thrones shit. What was that? The hair lady. I mean, the only thing that killed her was her temper. She just needed to calm her temper before she fucking went off. That was like the movie of Carrie. The key to everything. Like a swan, iron swan. Like, shit, you gotta be Mulan in this shit right now. Like, Don't do it, Dragon Baby. Don't do it, Dragon Lady. Wait. Because trying to take away somebody's ovaries or some weird ass shit, somebody gonna try to attempt to do that shit. You gonna lose your life before you do that. Obtain the grace of God governs memories, human intelligence, divine justice. So somebody, this is gonna be like supernatural or something like that that's gonna happen, because it's like somebody could be expecting, like somebody could end up going overdue or some shit like that and do some weird ass shit towards you. Somebody's name could be Michael, but Archangel Michael or somebody named Michael could be protecting you or something like that. Micah, Michaela, something like that. It could be either way it goes. What else we got on here? April 7th, June 8th, August 29th, November 9th, January 20th, June 18th to June 22nd. Somebody could have something to do with a knife. So somebody knows, like, this is machete. I said machete. Somebody's name could be machete, or somebody could use machetes. Okay, a female judge covering up a crime for a male psychologist or psychiatrist. Like, somebody is finding out whatever the fuck that they did, and it's like getting that information that this shit is illegal. Somebody is literally trying to retract that they even put some type of diagnosis in somebody's fucking folder, okay, or file or something. A female hacker paid by a female relative to mirror screen record your phone. Female in-laws, so James Henry Taylor V and his folks. Jasmine Charlize Taylor, shit, y'all sitting there gonna be exposed either way it goes. A mother figure sleeps with their children's friends. Shit, Regina don't give a shit as long as they giving up them ends, okay? And sleep with the kids. Shit, I feel like she was fucking with my Azura baby, man. But Lord, be a fence with me, Lord. Because you told me, I know why you ain't got me a car right now. I know why, Lord. I know why. I let this is in the Most High's hands. Because if they got to deal with me, that's why I was just like, I'm going to let it be, God. Because I got to clear my mind before I do some shit I ain't got no business. Check abandoned car at a tow company. Tags that were removed. This female hacker or something like that working with these in-laws that's covering up like somebody is hacking some shit and doing some shit, and you could get charged. Like, I keep telling whoever keeps trying to hack, screen record, and do this shit, whether it's for federal or whatever, this shit involves kids. This shit involves kids. And anything with involving kids, the watchers is always being watched. And trust and believe me, depending on how many fucking kids this is, and I know whatever's tied to me, everything tied to me, this shit is taking down big ass roots. I don't give a fuck. We can stay next door. We can do da-da-da-da. Okay. Who allowed you to stay here? Either you gonna be fucking smart enough and give motherfuckers up, or you can keep being stupid. Because when they take this shit down, when there's bodies that's dropping, because I know that there's some bodies that has dropped, y'all getting charged with this shit. Oh, this is premeditated, because right now it's premeditated, baby. But shit ain't shit to be scared of. Shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take that shit how it is. Ain't shit to be motherfucking scared of. We're gonna do this shit one way or motherfucking another shit. But hey, the Most High said for me not to even worry about it, baby. I got you. You are covered. Archangel Michael in the building. So whatever it is that somebody gonna choose to do, you gonna see why. Leave certain people alone. Motorola user. A father that slept with their own daughter. There's a father that slept with their own daughter or sleeping with their own daughter. So somebody could have a motor. If you're a person, you watching, you sit here stalking, you doing some shit that you ain't got no business, and you leaving your kids at home with their goddamn father, and you know that motherfucker got weird habits, that motherfucker fucking on your kids, and you wonder why the kids got an attitude with you and shit like that, because bitch, you too busy focused on something versus your goddamn kids, man. Like, I'm sitting here, y'all over here watching a motherfucker, and I'm trying to fight to get to moms, but I know at the same fucking time, like, mommy doing life right now, baby. It ain't gonna save your life. I'm gonna scream to the rooftop so as much as I can, because I know if I do certain things, that shit gets sticky. Hispanic female for the circuit court judge kickback bribe for a civil case for a father that's sleeping with their daughter. Y'all motherfuckers worried about the wrong shit. Identifies as a man, trans, okay? Taking a kickback for trying to help a motherfucker who claimed to be a Moor. Somebody that's part of the Crunch Gym or has a Crunch Gym membership. I'm telling you, somebody's they waiting like, I know she want to go to the gym. I know she want to gym. I do. I really do. But right now ain't the fucking time. I got some shit to figure out. An international pilot that could be part of this gym, like, oh, I can offer her the X, like I'm going to help her. Keyword, it's an act. Ain't nobody really genuinely trying to do this shit. Whoever the international pilot is, Malaysia hacker that lives in the U.S. near the Canadian border. That's why I'm not concerned about no fucking relationship. All that shit is an act, man. I would not take nobody serious. A female judge accepted to cover for a law firm or a lawyer. A jealous father figure of their son or their daughters because their goals. A male Brazilian rapist works with the local police right now, and they working with a black dark-skinned male stalker that's retired military and married. Federal matter jurisdiction, adjudication, subject without remedy of demands. Astronomical Egyptian. Okay. Something about solar. Your mom should have swallowed. Quitters. Mom jokes, dad jokes, whatever. Somebody has a page about dad jokes. A motion to dismiss for the lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Somebody's going to be going ahead and push that. They don't do that now. It's going to probably be over on a Monday or something like that. Something about a conversation that's going to be had or did have, past, present, or upcoming, 4 a.m. So it's going to happen at 4:02, 4:03 a.m., 4:09 a.m., 4:11, or between, if it's not those exact times, 4:02, 4:03, 4:09, and 4:11, it'll happen between 4 a.m. and 4:20, okay? We got for the people or possibly situations, April 1st, June 12th, August 23rd, November 3rd, January 14th, or May 19th to the 23rd. Someone in a situation you learn very fast. Someone you're going to get to that point that you will finally have happy memories. I don't have many much. I mean, with my kids, yeah, here and there, but like to actually enjoy them, someone you'll finally get that chance. Distinguished through speaking, friendships, reconciliation, matrimonial. Somebody that could be faithful or loyal to you. Somebody you got a male stalker. Somebody is stupid than a motherfucker. Let me see. This male stalker. Somebody's birthday could be in November. A pastor or a minister. That's a stalker. Somebody's name is Isra. Zael, Lazal, Zala. Somebody could be Muslim, Arabic, or some shit. Or they could have hired somebody that's from that nationality to do this shit. Collateral matter, okay? A doctor that's not licensed to practice medicine, psychology, or psychiatry. Also, I'm getting not able to practice pharmacy as well. So somebody's not licensed. California Lara. A female judge covering a crime for a female police officer or a sheriff. Okay? Rule of law, that's like disobeying the rule of law. All people and institutions within a political body are subject to the same laws. No one is above the law and all are equal before the law, okay? Mechanism, processing, institution, practice, or normal that supports the equality of all citizens before the law, secures a non-arbitrary form of government, and more generally prevents the arbitrary use of a power. So someone is abusing their position as a police or a sheriff, okay? They may end up getting notified between 4 a.m. sometime between 4 a.m. 4:20. If they have, I feel like this person could have gotten notified before April 1st, June 12th, but they also about to get their final notification August 23rd, November 3rd, or this could have also been happened last year, or it's going to be upcoming April 1st, June 12th, August 23rd, November 3rd, and January 14th. Also, the crimes could have physically took place or took a pace around May 19th to 23rd. So someone could have felt that they had time to pace this situation. Okay. Especially whoever this male minister or pastor is that's stalking. They could have been friends with a juvenile court, a juvenile judge, a male judge, and a civil judge, okay, that do civil suits. But they also covering up this crime with this female police chief or police sheriff or whatever, environmental scientist or technician, a black male that's taking a kickback for this litigations case to help a light-skinned female from Brazil or a light-skinned person from Brazil or Portugal. They're helping them on their environmental, so pool services, pest control as well. Someone could be a maintenance man or a janitor, a person watching you at a church office or a parking lot before service. So these people could go to the same church. They go to the same type of church together. Okay, they could have been communicating between 9:24 p.m., 9:25, 9:27 p.m., 9:29, 9:41, 9:42, 9:45. Okay, they could have been born or situations that occurred May 24th, August 4th, October 15th, December 26th, May 8th, or February 8th to February 12th type of crime. So someone could be at the resort for near Aquatica. Okay, somebody could be going to like a calming, like here for a neurosurgeon, or someone could be a neurosurgeon. Pixar, so somebody could be at Universal Studios. Someone works for the Department of Agriculture. Someone could be at the Children's Hospital, or someone deals with epilepsies or seizures, okay? Somebody also has somebody placed at the Goodwill. So Goodwill is up this way. I got to figure out which one is north or southbound. So somebody could be north. Something about 22. Somebody could have purchased a new 22. Somebody could be 22 years old or on the 22nd. YouTube. So somebody did something on the 22nd. I'm hearing the Most High has it taken care of. So something is something's about to happen in a crazy way. A weight loss commission. A jealous female, she's straight lying. Somebody has a body hidden within a 1 mile radius upon a wood line, or someone is planning to have somebody come in and put the body 1 mile, or somebody's literally 1 mile away from the person that they're trying to put away or take away or call something. Somebody just hired someone from, okay, so whoever this person is, this female telling a lie, they could also been working with this person this month in July at T-Mobile. They could have been part of the IT team. Okay. So T-Mobile, so hacking the phone. Okay. A white frat member. So whoever this white frat member is that's part of this T-Mobile IT that they also getting to pay for, that they could be about a mile away. They're doing this on the behalf of a jealous female that's been telling them a lie. A Hispanic female that's part of this litigation. So they could be part of the same sorority. They could be part of the same sorority that they did something, collaborated in January, February, or in December. Also, they did something, they could have been working on getting the T-Mobile thing or IT person since June 4th, okay? They've been stalking and harassing someone since June 4th, okay? This female is blackmailing someone you kick it with or dealt with before, and they have they do IT for AT&T. So they could have tried to ask someone that they know that works for T-Mobile. So whoever this female that's blackmailing someone, they have a AT&T cell phone. I said telephone. Somebody did something with their tailbone, and somebody just bought some new pots and pans. Okay, Stefan. Somebody could like the artist Stefan or some shit like that. This is some weird ass fucking females. Okay, you doing something over a man? You're weird. Veterans Affairs doctor is currently watching. Hey doctor, are you Dr. McGibbons Hayes or Miranda? Which one? Torres? Gutierrez? Which one? Oh, this one's from Antigua. Okay, Nova Scotia. Somebody's trying to figure out how they're going to get out of this shit. They could also be blackmailing somebody to hack somebody's phone to keep up with their GPS. So somebody, if you need to know like how they tracking your phone, you turn off everything on your maps and stuff like that. And then wherever it is, let the phone sit for about 24 hours to 48 hours. After that 48 hours, the phone will recalibrate. Whoever is hacking your phone, it will show you the location of exactly where they're watching it from. More often than not, if it looks like it's in like your area code, just go ahead and go to Google. If you got Google on that phone, when you go all the way down, just search some type of random bullshit. You scroll all the way down at the very end, it's going to give you the zip code of where the person is at. Or most of the time, more often than not, it'll be very precise about telling you, like say you go look up for something to go shop at, it's going to put you in the area of where this person is. Or you go back into your maps where you're about to go type in something and it's going to ask you where the direction is. It's going to pinpoint exactly where this person is watching you from. And it's literally going to give you about a mile to 5 mile radius of where approximately where that person could be, using the IT or cybersecurity or stalking or screen recording your phone. More often than not, it could also show you how close the person is. It might not be in your building. It probably show something across the street. It have been points in time where it's showing across the street and things like that. So if you need to know, you'll know, okay? But somebody is a Veterans Affairs doctor, so you could be a veteran, or you could be something that trying to get something from the VA, or this person is just part of that and they got friends that are part of the sorority or something like that. That this is a female doctor that's watching, that's blackmailing someone, and they could have AT&T and they could be doing something with T-Mobile, or they got T-Mobile and they doing something from AT&T, okay? Because they trying to cover up their tracks so someone won't know exactly. Because I'm getting like, this ain't gonna, come back on us. Yes, the fuck it is. If you don't know how fucking cyber security is, but they work for Geek Squad. They worked at Best Buy. This Hispanic man that they could have been part of Geek Squad, or they do computer stuff. This is like somebody that got a secret life of being working at Geek Squad shit. That I think that was like Omar and Derek and shit like that. Like low key a quiet geek. So if the person is a geek, why would you do stupid shit? Whoever this person is, they're on the northeast side of town or street, or northeast street, or a northeast location of where you are. So somebody could be northeast up to 2 to 22 miles from someone where you are, okay? For somebody, 22 states, there's only 48 states over here outside, Alaska and other places, okay? Identifies as a woman. So somebody, whoever this is, it says that, okay, so it's a Hispanic man who wants to be a woman. So identifies as a woman, a transsexual that has ties with a judge at a court, that they're bribing them to do this hacking into your phone. And they could be friends with somebody from the Veterans Affairs that's blackmailing this person. Something about the last name Malone or Mahoney. Somebody could go by the name Melanie. Somebody's name could be Brian, Bryant, Bryson, Bailey. Somebody like, my name's Shishi. My name is Sophia. My name is Rose. My name is Chanel. Like, well, whoever the fuck the girl name they want to have. Somebody could be trying to convert the money of what it is. I'm telling you, somebody trying to pay for a plastic surgery or hormones. A female watching from home. That's part of a female. So somebody is a female doctor or has ties to a female doctor to a Veterans Affairs. Okay. They're watching from their home, cloning a phone, screen recording, but it's too many people screen recording. For somebody, you got up to 4 people, which is alerting or triggering a system. Okay. A district attorney of the state. And then you got a male judge covering a crime for a hospital, and a psychiatrist, and somebody from the medical field. This shit is already looking bad, okay? They're questioning the evidence and the support that these people are sending in. Somebody's name is Cindy Ann or Cynthia. Cindy Ann, Selena, Shalana, or some shit like that. This group is coordinating a meetup right now, watching this live. They could be part of a missing child or a child that died in a container yard. So they're going to be tied to a crime of a child dying. So instead, okay, so this is like a lot of people being tied to a premeditated crime and somebody's child passes away into this situation. These people are going to be held with the same crime as if they did it because they were like so adamant. Like somebody don't see it. Listen, this thing is happening. These motherfuckers thinking like ain't shit fit to happen. A county official currently watching. They could have ties with somebody with Paramount. So somebody's trying to do, somebody's name is Carrie. Somebody's name is Jim or Jimmy or Jimelin or Jamelin. Post-trial, somebody's trying to get the court case to be held up. A female that want revenge or they mad about some shit. Somebody's name is Daphne. Or Dafina or something like that. Start with a D name. Covering up a crime for a church and an organizational leader. Okay. So somebody, whoever's covering up this church crime or organization leader is a female. It's a female church leader or a female of an organization. They're trying to cover up this crime. They're trying to get they try to get evidence, and whatever it is that they try to put into a case, they're not able to prove it. Immigration, a female truck driver. Somebody could have just dyed their hair gray or ash brown or platinum brown. Or I said platinum brown. Platinum. Something about a Shriner. Somebody could also be tied to some skinheads. A district attorney judge. Somebody trying to take the money that they do have and put it into foreign currency so that they can try to flee the country. A veterinarian, animal shelter, and a pharmacy. So whoever this DA is tied to Shriner people or Eastern Stars. And they could also be trying to get some drugs or some medicine from a veterinarian that either works at or owns or part of, or they own an animal shelter or something to do with animals, okay? And a pharmacy. So they're working with these people. Eastern Stars, somebody could be part of a sorority or fraternity. They could have been conversing about what it is that they can do around like 9:30, 9:31, 9:32, 9:33, 9:36, and 9:38 a.m. They had these conversations. Their birthdays could be around May 23rd, August 3rd, October 14th, December 25th, March 7th, also February 3rd to February 7th. They also are involved in some crimes that took place on these dates. So someone did something over Christmas, March 7th, October 14th, August 3rd, May 23rd, but mainly something about a case that they were discussing around 9:30 to 9:38 p.m. that they did on February 3rd to February 7th, okay? Somebody could be 32, somebody could be 65, so somebody who's in the age group of 35 to 65 years old that they were working to plan to kidnap and unalive to frame something due to their orientation. So some females that didn't want people to know that they were lesbians, or some men that didn't want people to know that they gay or bisexual or some weird shit. It's the stupidest shit ever. But let me get off of here because they already contained in the live of this situation. And because they struggling to prove like mental incompetency. That right there is done. So the next thing is try to call somebody like, you ain't gonna cause me to unalive myself. That's the stupidest shit ever. And then try to provoke something. So that will require the person, like if you already know ahead of time that someone is going to intentionally try to provoke you to fight or assault them, if it's not going to be that, more often than not, they'll try to do a legal stop or a legal search. More often than not, if you're not real familiar in your neighborhood, more often than not, and you already suspicious of, if you stay in apartments or condos, more often than not, If there's issues or you never really met the people who do the leasing in your company, they will do contracts with them depending on how higher up or how dirty the people are. They will set up an account. They'll ask them to put a down payment up to 3 months for vacant apartments. And then when you leave your house, they'll take the extra key from the maintenance person or make an extra key for these people. In my situation, they stole my extra key. So they'll come in here and try to plant things in here. If not, they'll try to mess with your air vents. They'll mess with your water. If you already open, they won't really mess with stuff that's already sealed and closed, but they'll open up the shit and put shit into your drinks. They'll put stuff in your hair products. They'll put it in your food. I mean, it's just the common shit that you got to do whenever you got to make it look like it's a suicide attempt. If you're a woman, to shut down your reproduction, your thinking process. It just comes along with the game shit, especially when it comes to mercenary world type shit. When you got to take out the body more often than not, the more, you know what I'm saying, you usually want to be more humane and you want to get away with it, especially if it's like insurance money and then they trying to like depending on what the court paperwork is, more often than not, they're going to stop the court paperwork from coming to you. So you don't know exactly what it is that they attempting to do to you more often than not. Especially if they trying to pull like, oh, we don't know where they are, or they try to make it seem like you're isolated or you're nowhere to be found, and there's no true like evidence or surveillance to show and prove that these police officers came to talk to you, dropped off documentation. Say if there was supposed to be certified mail coming to you, you're supposed to sign off on it, and these people were supposed to like, you know, see your driver's license, your ID. These are people that like, if you say you leave your purse at home or something like that, these will be motherfuckers that'll come in. They're like, her stuff is right here. Screenshot it so when they do come, show it on your phone. Because, you know, a lot of people will accept the phone pictures and then they're not checking to see if the person looked like you all the way. That shit right there, you know, more often than not, depending on if you dealing with them foreign motherfuckers. If they come from Panama, if they come from Central America, let me just tell you, or they come from Brazil, those are the scamming motherfuckers. They know how to do that shit so easily, okay? Or, you know, they come from fucking Europe. That's their motherfucking forte. If they know some Indian motherfuckers, that's their forte. Okay, like the shit plays out like that. It's just depending on which part of your world. Me, I had the experience of all parts of it. So it's just like, how that shit go and how they got to take your ass out or how they got to make it look or how it got to be portrayed, it's going to look like that. So depending on the court case, which I can base all the situation that they're doing right now, is the shit that happened to me around 2012, 2014. So when that shit happened all the way up until 2014, from that point on, around 2015, once I went to Colorado and stuff like that, I had to pay attention to all that shit that happened in Colorado all the way up into current. So, you know, once you know, I like shit, if they in it for the long haul, you got to be fucking smart enough to outsmart they dumb asses. But you got to know exactly who's involved. More often than not, they're going to want to keep you real fucking close. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very, very fucking prevalent whenever they in there for the long haul to do this stupid shit. It requires you to have a real good, clear thinking. If you don't, these are people that they gotta click up and they gotta group up to make this shit go away. And if the more that you're speaking up and you talk about it and you know how they gonna do it, more often than not, they're not gonna do it. Especially if they're trying to keep it shh and nobody is supposed to know, or your identity is not supposed to be revealed, they're gonna be trying to keep that shit on the low. More often than not, that leaves them no fucking choice but to do their motherfucking job right. But in order for them to try to, oh no, we didn't do anything, and they gonna try to play victim. And in order for them to backtrack to try to play victim, it requires for them to back up the shit for them to be victim. Now here's the kicker. More often than not, shit, they gonna either try to go for your looks, how you thinking, how you behave, how you eat, who you hang around. If you're a loner, you mind your business, you ain't got no means of transportation, whatever the fuck that type of evidence that they're trying to present to people is not going to be useful. You want to know why? Because when you don't, the benefit in the situation, in my situation, I ain't got no car. So the people who's trying to make these reports and where they're getting the information from, it will require for them to be around me. So the bigger part of the situation and the questions of all what they're doing, how did you get this information? Where did you get it from? Oh, it was an anonymous tip. All right. So how did you get this anonymous tip? Well, we saw on via Facebook. It was a Facebook group. It was a Facebook group based off of a person. Hmm. Why would you make a Facebook group on a person? Well, it was said that, okay, keyword hearsay. It was said. Now, who said it? Who was the, so now you got to go all the way back. Who was the original person who said this? More often than not, everybody like, well, I heard it from such and such. Now we got to go back through the telephone of who told you. Because if you can't tell who told you, now you're going to be the person who's getting charged with whatever it is that they were attempted to charge the person with, especially when you ain't got means of transportation. That shit work out beautifully. Because why? Depending on how far you got to walk, depending on where you got to go, what type of means of transportation you got to use, that shit work in your benefit. Why? Because it's clock, top, and time, right? Not to mention, on top of that, if you run into issues with the bank accounts and shit like that, guess what? Clock it. Time, date, location, people, places, things, shit, nationality, all that shit plays a fucking factor. What they wore that day, you know, what was their mannerisms that they use? Because more often than not, what type of things what do doctors have to do when they see you? Or whenever you go to certain places, they got to document what you're wearing, what about your hair, the clothes, the colors you wore, what did it look like for your shit? I base my shit off of whatever it is that when they go check you into the hospital, and then whatever it is that they do when it comes to the medical record, base your life about any type of evidence and proof that you need on any fucking person that came around you. So for me, it's going to be very prevalent. I clock any car tags, the type of car they had, the color of the car, what kind of hair did they have, what dog they had, what type of outfit they had, the time that I went outside, the time that shit I went to go lay down. These people start moving around. When I went to go lay down, they started running their mouth about 2,300. At 2,300, I'm sitting here in the middle of my living room. Shit, you can go ahead and print out how your apartment or your home or whatever, the layout of your place, especially if you live in an apartment or condos, that shit works in your fucking benefit more often than not. In a certain situation, you know, the only way where it becomes a struggle is when you live in a home. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a home and it has an HOA. Now, the only ways that homes don't get it, when you ain't got no HOA and you living on acres and shit like that, that's when the shit get real tricky. That right there gets real motherfucking tricky. But however, when you live in gated communities, when you live into homes with HOA and you live in apartments, condos and shit like that, that shit work in your benefit. That shit work in your benefit more often than not. It's just most people don't be paying attention to that shit. But also at the same time, some people be feeling like, oh, I'm into this shit, but they don't know exactly what to look for. So when you already live in a dark world, you're going to know exactly what it looked like. You're going to know how they move. You're going to know the characteristics. You're going to know how they going to dress. You're going to know how they going to eat. You're going to know how they going to behave. You're going to know where they're going to be posted up at. You're going to know how they going to move. You know the call sounds. You know how they going to fucking move around. Shit, you're going to know the next move that they going to choose to do before they do it. If not, they already fucking did it, and then they just trying to figure out how to cover up before you get knowledge of what they doing and how they doing it and who they doing it with. More often than not, is the people sitting here coming towards you, you gonna know exactly what it is and what's the intent. Like I said, even when they gotta tell a lie, they telling the truth. It's just, are you well versed in knowing what people are telling you a lie about, that the truth is in it? It don't matter. People be like, they're just a liar. You absolutely right. They're lying. But even a fucking liar can tell the truth without even recognizing that they're telling the truth. Because you go back and ask them again, or they try to pull up a conversation, more often than not, when they feel like that you caught on to the lie and they're not able to keep up to the lie, they're going to avoid you. They're going to avoid wanting to have a conversation with you. Okay? More often than not, if you're a woman, it's going to be a sexual prowess. If it's a man, they're going to try to use sexuality. If it's certain other type of situation and it's crimes, they're going to try to make you mental, psychological. They will have to make you seem like you're aggressive in certain situations. Like the shit, it runs very deep, but I'm just giving y'all brief instincts about how this shit really fucking goes, okay? You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very, very prevalent for you to know, like, are they in it for the long haul? Are they trying to do short term? You got to know more or less about how it is. Like in this situation right now, it's like, shit, all right, okay, we're gonna keep fucking with her eventually because they trying to do a long haul type of situation. So their next move was to hope like, all right, well, if we back down and chill out for a little bit, but they still gonna try to come in because the key until I find that fucking key, I ain't moving shit. So I don't really give a fuck. I'm not missing shit outside. Shit is fucking Florida and it's hot as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who the fuck trying to be outside right now? Shit, I know it's 7 p.m. Bitch, it's too motherfucking hot in Florida, okay? It's hot, humid, it's too much. Shit, I want to play in the wigs and shit like that. Bitch, just gonna sweat out before anything. But shit, I can go put on a sweatsuit right now, stand outside and still sweat it out and get an exercise in, okay? So it don't matter. Like, as long as you know how to exercise efficiently and effectively, shit, what is going on outside? Not a motherfucking thing. And right now, how everybody fucking moving, shit, it look like police is on the fucking prowl to act stupid anyway. So it ain't really too much for me to fucking be outside. If the police showing their ass like that, shit, that's enough for me to know. Sit my ass down. The police ain't even fucking acting right. But you gonna find yourself either in a car wreck, them trying to pull your ass over, or they just gonna be trying to fuck with you just to fuck with you. So I ain't got time for that. And then it's already bad enough. I'm black, I'm female, I'm by myself and shit like that, and I ain't got no support team. Shit, you are the perfect target for them to start go fucking with. Why would I give you a reason to start fucking with me? Logic wants to say, sit your ass the fuck down, okay? You know what I'm saying? Unless you going to school, you know what I'm saying? You got an appointment or something like that. Shit ain't no reason for your ass to be fucking moving around at all. It's called sit that ass down and mind your business. Oh, I want to date. I need some attention, bitch. I don't need no motherfucking attention that motherfucking bad. It's too many fucking vibrators on the fucking market for me to be concerned about that shit. It's too many fucking vibrators, okay? If I need a nut, I can go buy a vibrator, okay? They got rabbits, they got bullets, they got 10 speeds, they got everything you motherfucking need. You better use your goddamn imagination. Unless they want to be hacking your phone and watching the adult sites or what you need just to go ahead and get off on that night. I don't know. But, I mean, the shit just fucking works in crazy fucking ways of how you got to look at that situation. Somebody like, I want to see, go do something better with yourself, please. Somebody is just fucking weird. Like, I want to see. Oh, goofy ass. But it's just like a lot of stuff in that situations where you have to just know exactly how they trying to operate shit. Most people be talking about, I know good and bad shit, motherfucker. You wouldn't even know if somebody was sitting there trying to set your stupid ass up right in front of your motherfucking face. I can sit here and just try to tell somebody, like, say, if some shit is going on right now, I can guarantee you, right? I can sit outside and tell you exactly where it's sitting at. I can tell you what type of codes they're going to use. More often than not, like the last one, like I said, if you ain't never paid attention to Duck Dynasty, or you're not like an avid fan of watching how people hunt or hunters, motherfucker, you already fucking failed that life. Motherfucker, if I wanted to get your ass shit, they got you. Okay? If you don't know how fucking horse people or people run at ranches, they got your ass. Okay? If you're not accustomed to be motherfuckers, like it be motherfuckers that used to trying to be colorists or racist and shit, but they don't know shit about racism, oh motherfucker, they got you. They got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't accustomed about how that shit ran, they gonna get your ass. If you don't know what the fuck, what predators are when they trying to pray to snatch up the motherfucking kids, they got you. It was one fucking couple where I was sitting there and they walking around, and I'm sitting here looking at the little boy. If I had wanted to, I could have snatched his ass up. I could have already had signal motherfucking car to come on in like, hey, we got one right here. Snatch that motherfucker up. Them folks wouldn't even fucking know. It be shit that people think that you be thinking that it's the simplest shit, and it's like, I only turned my head for 0.12 seconds. That shit happened quicker than what? Shit, it happened to me because shit, I already know how that shit go. But when that shit happened to me, when it came to my son, baby James, I was just sitting there. More people thought it was like I was hurt. Like they did that shit to me, and you know, to everybody else around me, it's like, damn, she's so strong. Like, no, motherfucker, I'm still in shock. Like that shit happened to me. That shit happened to me with my son. But also, you know what I'm saying, when you know your kids well enough, my son wasn't gonna move unless he knew somebody there. So it literally had to be up to 4 people collaborating together. Unless that motherfucker, whoever it was that snatched him and did that shit, you had to be very quick. But the beauty of that shit is him not screaming. I should have heard him scream. My girl should have been like, mommy, hey, what baby James? But hey, some said baby James ain't. So that's where I was like, this is a murder, bruh. But when I processed everything, nobody really knew. Nobody was asking like, Shrita, I've been processing. But I'm only pissed off because one person that knows that I know, nigga, you got to give me a name, bruh. You in it for the long haul? I'm in it too. So the longer that he played with that shit, it's like I'm in it too, cuz. But quit playing with me. Oh, it ain't that, some people be like, it's just toxic because you still sleeping with him. You right. I'm gonna sleep with that motherfucker. You absolutely right. But wasn't nobody gonna say, oh, she's sleeping with the whole fucker. You a motherfucker lie. You lie. From the time I had dealt with that man, September 2021, went to Puerto Rico, June 2022. Since it's back in 2023, I didn't have my first rendezvous after that motherfucker until 2024. Right before I got back in the United States in March. No, I got back in April 2024. So all in between that fucking time, it was just that motherfucking. But that one time was that one guy right before I got ready to leave. Then it was those other ones, the one from school and then the one from Tinder. It was 3 guys. Outside of that, it was always that same fucking person every time. My 3 struck a motherfucking nerve in this motherfucker, and you done slept with over fucking 14 to 50 fucking people all in between that time. But as they always teach you a long time ago, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Like, nigga, you my own fucking worst enemy. You gonna tell me? And the one thing was for this motherfucker, I'm gonna be quiet. No, motherfucker, it's a sight game. Okay. That's when I realized after I had asked him the second time, he thought it was like, oh, she just gonna argue and I'm gonna be toxic. I'm gonna come in like, yeah, I'm gonna be arguing toxic. Come on in, motherfucker. Because I'm gonna hit your ass with it every fucking time. And every time that I'm hitting you with it, to somebody else, they'll feel like you bewitched them. To somebody else, no, motherfucker, I'm fucking with your mental. Because when it's time for that shit to go shut all the way down, you gonna feel it psychologically. You gotta remember, I came from Sheila, Deshawn, motherfucking Rawls, Chapman, Rawl, whatever the fucking name she used to this motherfucking day. I was raised by a bitch that has no soul. So I learned from the best. So how to go ahead and break a person down, that shit is on fucking forte. Shit, I had to deal with a bitch that want to go ahead. She will hit below the belt. Ever since I was fucking 12 years old. Actually, I'll take that back. By the time I was 8 years old, that motherfucker would make sure she hit me below the belt. I could be a straight A motherfucking student, getting on the dean's list, making all the great grades you could think of. That motherfucker wasn't coming up there for none of that shit. The moment I came home with like a B minus or a C, oh, I call hell. I call hell. Anytime that I come home with a motherfucking B minus or a C, my fucking life was like dealing with, like, you would have thought I was an Asian kid from fucking China or some shit. You come home with a C, you stupid. Like, my learning was basically having to be up there with the Asian kids. So more often than not, people be like, those are the weird kids. Those are the nerd kids. Motherfucker, that's where the fuck I'm supposed to be at. Because I don't want to be at the house and I don't want to deal with the bullshit. So self-taught when it comes to computers, self-taught having to read. And every time that they was trying to kidnap or traffic me and they getting caught up for the trafficking and then the abuse and shit like that, I'm isolated and I have to be stuck inside while all the other kids be outside playing. And I got to wait until they going to get ready. Shrita, you hungry? And my Shrita hungry, where people always be talking about, are you hungry? And they didn't never understand, like, why are you forcing me to eat? Not understanding that was a trigger for me. As a kid, when they would literally be like, Sheila or anybody else would be like, you ready to eat? And they offer me something to drink, I'm going to be passed out and I'm getting raped. I was getting raped every time that these motherfuckers would want to cook for me or some shit like that. I was getting raped every fucking time. But I was the only kid where a lot of people, the only time that they would see me come outside, oh, she dressed nice, her hair done, da-da-da-da. But they're not knowing that every time that they didn't see me at the functions or at the parties or all that other shit, and I'm stuck in the house, oh, she on punishment. I wasn't on no motherfucking punishment. I'm having to recover for all the bruises and all the marks and shit like that. And then once I healed and they don't feel like it was enough marks and shit like that, I could go outside just for a little bit. But then, people didn't fucking really understand that. The only thing they saw was, oh, she dressed nice. She got new shoes and shit like that. Shit, the new shoes was just because they felt that would shut me up. And I had a shoe habit that it would keep me shut up and I wouldn't tell on them. Or I wouldn't go ahead and go to the teacher and be like, hey, teacher, can you give me some help? Because the 2 times that I did it, they, instead of them having the police talk to me, they would have them talk to my cousin Kiera. The only thing they remember, any white police officer or any other Spanish police officer, all they remember is a black little girl. That's no difference how people be stereotyping. Oh, they Chinese. All the Chinese look alike. All little black little girls look alike. But had they paid attention, is a black little girl. Kiera looked like a little girl. I looked like at the age of 10, I was looking like I was already 16 years old. So had they came to talk to me, and with me being overdeveloped at that time, you think they was going to take it serious? So when it came to it, oh, she fast, she's this, she's that. My aunt's husband was a cop. Carla was working at the nursing place. Oh, take this medicine. She give me some shit. That shit knocked me the fuck out. Oh shit, one of my buddies at the place, he showed me how you can beat on a kid without leaving marks on them. Or you beat on them so nobody can see where it is. So most people would be like, well shit, Rita just growing to herself. No, motherfucker, most of the time when y'all was seeing me wearing baggy clothes or wearing certain things or being quiet, motherfucker, my body is hurting. I don't want to be bothered. So the only focus was stay focused on the reading. Don't blow up on nobody, because if you say something, they're not going to believe you because you're hearing that shit every day. Shit, I'm a cop. Who going to believe you? Shit, they going to be like, well, the people who did an enrollment, they are nurses and they're a cop. Why would that be happening to a kid like that? They go to the church. Y'all got to be mindful about this shit. But not only that, before they was nurses, he was in the military. Before she became an RN, she was in them streets. And I'm talking about in them streets. The most street, Louisiana gang streets. Be on the French Quarter type streets. B Street. Shit, if you know anything about the military, having motherfucking soldiers line up on the 1st and the 15th in the crib. Oh, you want this service? You want this service? Okay, y'all go into the room. Courtney and Kara wouldn't get, attacked as much because, they wasn't developed. But I was, and me being developed. Sharita, come here. Well, shit, he said he gonna give me an extra $100 or extra $400 for her just to let her watch. So it's just like, well, just turn your head. Go put on this dress. Look pretty. Welcome to the real world. So when you know how that shit looks, sometimes some kids that's overdressed up and got on them nice clothes, it ain't always that everything is good at home. It don't always seem that bitch is taking care of them motherfucking kids. More often than not, when a kid feels safe enough, they gonna talk to you. Shit, you should know how to fucking look like. If you've been through some real ass shit, you gonna know what this shit look like when you see a kid. I know it when I see it. I've been surrounded by it for too fucking long for me to not know what the hell going on. But if you wanted that shit to be, cool, kept and quiet shit, keep a fucking distance, bruh. Get that shit over there. If they trying to pay you for some shit, tell their ass no. Especially if you just trying to move some shit, that ain't none of my business. Because more often than not, it'd be more dirty cops involved in that shit than anything. Shit, didn't y'all just see the one for the cop that left from Florida to go all the way to Georgia just to go rape on some little girls? That right there is grounds for their asses to go ahead and do a probe on every fucking police, sheriff department in fucking Florida right now. And that female judge, oh, she fit to get the book thrown at her unless she got some motherfucking evidence for going ahead and take the rest of the other motherfuckers down. Well, I'm not the only one. I don't want to go. She knows she get in that motherfucking prison. They realize you taking that badge and you doing that shit. Now that's grounds for them to go ahead and do a full fucking thorough investigation over the whole fucking state. Somebody didn't realize that. And God forbid that she was a fucking sheriff. That's grounds to go ahead and do that across every fucking sheriff department. Archangel Michael and Uriel, thank you for the protections and guidance and the voice to go ahead and control this shit. Thank you for the protection and love and any negative energy 100-fold back. It's probably like somebody sitting here figuring out like, huh? That shit goes deep, man. That shit goes deep. But anyway, that's what I have for y'all. I'll catch y'all on the flip.